Here we go. Here we go, John. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. We're trying to do the show. We got people driving up down the road. Try not to crash. Let me turn old Nick on there. All right, so I've gotten some feedback that the sound is awful and not loud enough. And, man, I hear you. Thank you for whoever hit me up. I had a friend request me on Facebook just to talk about my feet first, and then he said that the sound's not good. So.
Well, it's good that it finally matters to you, Kevin, because I've been saying something off and on.
I didn't know how to do it. I went and checked all the mics. I bumped them up 15 points, whatever that means. So
now he cares.
Hopefully that helps. And shoot, let's do it. And
hey,
big thanks to Buck Wild Marketing before we even get into this.
Exactly.
Buck's going to hook up our website, which he is knee deep in that thing right now. We'll have some merchandise for sale. I think I sent you guys 7 different T-shirts.
Some of the dopest shirts you've ever seen in your life, for real. Anybody will be proud to wear.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped, and I think we're going to try to fix motocross and all its transgressions through
with
T-shirts.
Subliminal messaging and marketing.
It's going to be on there. It's going to be like there's little things that say single to table is not a triple. We're fixing that. And it's not hoops, it's whoops. It's not kit, it's gear. And I'm going to be like Pro Riders Race for free.
Get off my lawn.
Ban tough
But
laws.
see,
the shit everybody thinks though.
You got to be ready on the Pro Riders Race for free thing. Because it takes a good mind to know that they shouldn't have to pay entry fees.
Yeah. Not locally. I'm talking about
Yeah,
Supercross.
but it doesn't mean... You're thinking they should race and not get paid, or you're thinking they should not
race for free. There's no reason... Like, the running back for the Dallas Cowboys don't pay an entry fee to run.
Yeah, that's where I was at. As long as you're talking entry fees.
Yes.
He doesn't buy tickets.
What?
The running back for the Dallas Cowboys didn't buy season tickets.
Nick, can you hear him?
No, he's not loud.
What is happening here?
I believe
I didn't pay the rent on my microphone.
The main thing, you think it's that cable? All right, cut those off.
There we go.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
So is Buck planning on putting a foot section?
Yeah, just all the feet,
your feet.
Our feet.
No, why can't it just be your
around?
Oh,
we'll do little puppet shows with them.
All that intertwined skank,
Yes.
just transfer. It'll be a skank transfer.
Yes. So Buck Wild Marketing, they're doing Logan Carnall's
feet.
Not his feet, but his whole getup for Supercross. So Buck's kind of branching out. Right? So if you have some easy ups and backdrops and all that kind of marketing stuff, and your website, he is your guy. Nick, I can hear you now. Already, I can tell it.
He hadn't even said anything.
I know, but he just breath.
He just read the whatever with some of those official documents. That sounds perfect.
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 That's all anybody wants to hear.
That is louder.
It is louder.
It's much louder.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you a minute ago. So Buck Wild Marketing is going to do our website. If you are into motorsports, power sports, he's really good at that. He'll do anything, but I feel like he rides moto, so he can really bang out a cool shop gear or whatever kind of website you might have. And also wanted to start talking about this. We're actively trying to solicit sponsors now for the radio show. So if there's, if you're listening and you think, oh man, I got a new product and want us to kind of hype it up, we'd love to help you with that. And shops, especially local shops, national chains, whatever. We're actively sending this stuff out right now. We want to kind of make our presence known. So, and we want you to follow us on Instagram, on YouTube.
Yeah, message Kevin, ask for a proposal. They're pretty nice looking. Like it's a good setup.
And I think we've come up with some good levels and what we can do to activate in terms of doing an in-show. And I'll even say this: like we're willing to go to the AIM Expo, and if we get on with, let's say, Thor or whoever, we could sit down and have our stuff set up, interview Thor athletes at the AIM Expo. We can do that at races. So there are those kind of options.
Can you promise me that I could meet Torsten just once?
I bet we could if you got that deal.
Can we? We'll have to fly overseas probably. Damn. But how bad would that be? And speaking of Thor, hanging on the TV set here in the studio is a super old set of Hallman racing pants, and they're true leathers. Jake brought these in. They say Yamaha on the front, and in the back is a bunch of stitching that says Hannah.
Yeah.
It either looks like some letters were there or they just stitched it in.
Yeah, I think see that Yamaha just like that. It said Hannah just like that.
Yeah.
That's the way everybody had
little letters, little
my brother
vinyl
had that
letters.
Shit done. How about the knee pads and the shin guards built into the pants? You
can take the cup out for the knees.
How about that?
I never knew that. And these things are pale yellow. They got a belt at the top.
Yeah, like a mustard yellow at this point.
Yeah.
They've been
I wonder if they always were.
I would imagine they looked a little brighter.
You know,
back
because
then.
they didn't have cows in all
When
the
do you
colors
think
like they do
people
now.
finally quit calling them leathers? What year did people quit calling them leathers?
when they stopped making them out of leather.
Dude, when I raced mini
they-
bikes, people still call
They
them
still,
leathers.
yeah. I remember having
That's
my
in the mid 80s.
first pair of
I don't
Cinsalos,
think
and
so.
people, yeah.
People said that around me.
maybe.
Correct.
Leathers, but I also had those high point boots that were
The lace ups.
no, they had 5 zillion leather hooks.
Oh yes, and it's like you had to snap them in
They
the
would
hole.
pull past and they'd pop back.
I think Jody from Jody's Box still calls them leathers.
He's dead.
And he's not.
He doesn't anymore. Then.
Dang, he's old, dude. You
I was
think?
thinking of Super Hunky. Sorry.
Yeah, super
No.
hunky.
Yeah,
No,
Jody
Jody
Weisel.
Weisel.
Yeah.
He's like the Glenn Helen tour
You
de
know
force.
what? I
over there.
remember, just because we're stupid comedy stuff, I couldn't wait for Motocross Action to come out to read his satire.
It was good.
It was really,
It
really
was very
funny.
well done.
Yes.
You know what's crazy is I
I just
remember
looked at
he,
it for pictures.
he had a CZ
Yeah.
True
or
story.
he had some old vintage bike in his garage, and he took the crank out so it'd be easier to push it around the garage. Like that's what he said. He's never going to get rid of the bike, so he just takes the crank out.
That's funny. He did.
Weird.
It probably
He
knocked
always-
40 pounds out of the
He
bike
had great
on this.
stories, and he had a really good. His girlfriend or his wife, Lovely
Lovely
Luella.
Luella, yep.
Yes, and
I haven't heard that name forever.
so she
Motocross cat.
like he wins his moto, whatever his class, and so she's like,
We can all
"Oh, that
relate.
means you're the fastest guy there." He goes, "Well, it was my class, so
Yeah.
you're the fastest." And she basically went through the whole
She's
thing.
trying to
Just
like,
knocked him all the way
Yeah,
down.
so it came
Being a
off.
You're
all
the
the way
fastest
back.
out of 3 people.
yeah.
Oh, sick. So awesome.
Well,
So what do you mean? There's 18 winners? Like, how do you know what's the?
just brings him
Never mind.
down.
Yeah, just don't talk to her. Don't bring her.
But you know, so it's funny. I can remember specific things. I remember him taking the crank out of this bike. I remember him talking about shaving just enough to keep his helmet strap from pinching his whatever. Talking about getting up at 4 a.m. to go to the races. Just certain pieces of the Jody.
yeah.
I read that thing like crazy. I was 10 years old.
Me too.
And
That
I
was
would
the
read
first thing I
Jody's
wanted to
bikes.
read. I read him and all the articles in Playboy.
Yeah, you're
Awesome.
so worried about those articles.
I
Yeah.
never cared about any of that dude, what he wrote. Just didn't. I think I was so anti-West Coast. I fucking hated everybody out there. Even at 10.
I love
I
that,
don't know where
dude.
that came from. Like, my dad, he never went, screw anybody from
Yeah.
west of Texas. They don't exist. He never
West
said that.
Texas.
But I don't know. I just.
West Texas sons of bitches.
But dude, I remember all the way through whenever Bradshaw and MC, I'm like, East Coast, finally we got down
That's
Bradshaw.
awesome that you thought that. I don't.
At 10,
I
I
don't
was
think
like,
it ever entered
"Then
my
why?"
head that I shouldn't read Jody because of
West
where he's
Coast,
from.
no.
It's dumb. It makes no sense.
I
There's no
love it
rationale.
though. Stick to your guns.
Yeah, no,
dude.
I held to it, but now
South
I-
will rise
Kevin-
again.
Kevin
son.
was involved in that big brawl at the Source Awards about 15 years ago with Snoop Dogg and
Yeah.
all them. The West
He also
Coast
was on
versus
the
East-
finish line at the Dallas Supercross.
Yeah.
Hey,
with
I
Bear.
had a listener
The
talk to us.
East-West shoot, with the stuff with all the rappers.
Yeah.
Kevin was
Yeah.
right in the
Suge
middle
Knight.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
ahead.
got no love for Kevin Kelly?
What now?
but so a guy hit me up. He goes, "You know who the first Carson Brown was?" He goes, "It was freaking Rick Mellon." And I'm like, "Dude, you're so right." So this
Yeah.
guy rides a bike made of 50,000 other bike parts because his bike burned up the night before at Dallas Supercross, and he rides it. And it's very competitive.
This Supercross.
And he goes, "Rick Mellon, independent." And so they knew who he was, and the fact he never got a ride blows my mind. And he is good. He's as good as Carson Brown
Japanese
was.
executives at the track
Rick
in,
Mellon, independent.
in a suit.
At the-
Sitting in a long
next to
wooden
the
thing.
announcers. Yeah,
They're in a long wooden thing with a little piece of wood to sit their clipboard on. It's
That's
so
if you don't remember that part, dude, it's like when they're racing a local race, and it's I guess Rick and what's his name are there.
Judy McCormick's there too.
Yeah, Judy and what's his name? No, he's not racing though, is he?
The you talking about
dinosaur woman?
the hurricane rider, Bad Billy
yeah,
Robinson.
Bad Billy Robinson. Was he
Yeah.
racing? Okay, he did.
I don't think he raced.
No,
I thought it
I
was
think-
his teammates.
can't-
Bad Billy at a local?
I can't imagine.
God,
that.
no.
No, but anyway, the Japanese were so enthralled by Rick Mellon, independent.
That's my favorite.
I love that
line.
then why did
dude.
they give him a ride right then?
You would think.
They should have signed him right there
He
on the
was
spot.
out front, but that throttle cable had a fray in it,
Yes, that's just like showing
and
up
they're just
at
going to ignore
at a
it.
GFI race on a Saturday and just smoking Buddy Antonez's ass. And everyone's
Yes.
like, who is that guy?
Who the crap is beating Antonis?
Dang.
Rick Mellon.
Hey, I hate to tell y'all
Independent.
this, but those XRs, they got frayed. Clutch cables, throttle cables, anything that can fray.
On your XRs currently?
Yes. My XRs. That's funny, Kevin. They're not mine. I'm like, where can I
You're
park
the keeper.
these? I
Put
keep
them in there with
thinking
those
like
5 other championship bikes. Like if somebody were to come down here and just look
and
at
see
this
XRs next to Anderson's bike.
Yeah, Jason Anderson, Davey Millsap's bike, just 50 feet from us. Like that needs to be in our studio.
Did you
too.
take
I
the
do need to
crank
roll
out
those
of?
in here. It's
So
stupid that they're not in here.
Hey, the one that you took the crank out of, so it'd be easier to push around.
Hey, the Anderson display bike doesn't. It is light as anything. It can't have a crank in it. There's no way. It feels like it weighs 70 pounds less.
It's 220, right? 225 or whatever.
Yeah, but dude, this thing feels like it weighs 130. I don't know. It looks like the proper bike. It's only the display bike. It weighs nothing. And so
Try to crank it. Has it got any?
no, there's no.
no oil.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's going to crank.
hey, I got to go.
There's no crank.
I got to go in on Ralph Shaheen, dude. I texted Weege, and we're in this other text thread, and bro,
Ralph was
Shaheen,
transported from the 80s to do that
dude?
race.
This guy is a bulldozer. Like I was telling Weege, I said I can't imagine working with this guy. Because if you you listen to Daniel Blair, he's like, and you know, Jeff, as they come into the woods, and Ralph goes, well, look at this, and he's like, he doesn't give a fuck. I'm sorry, dude. I'm so over.
But
Ralph
you
Shaheen.
know, I agree
terrible.
with you. I agree with you. We're talking
Pay
Paris
attention.
Supercross.
Pay attention. No.
I mean
World Supercross.
World Supercross. I'm
Pay
sorry.
attention to the flow of that commentary. And this dude, he don't give. He is the Vince Freeze of announcers. He's coming in. He will run you and crash you up into the stands. And I'm a student of announcing. And if I had to work with that like that all day, I'd be.
You would just
do it.
You'd tuck and run, right?
Well, because you've got two guys. I mean, Blair and
They're
Emick
fantastic.
are fantastic.
Let them talk.
Yeah, both of those
God.
guys are great.
But seriously, I know I'm not trying to just coddle up to Ralph here, but dude has announced everything. Like
Yeah.
It's done. It's
and
time.
I don't know what went off the rails, but seriously,
Bro, he's the king.
I've heard him announce lawnmower races, Top Fuel drags.
Sure. Don't
Like,
mean he's worth a shit.
I know, but I don't. He wasn't this bad.
No, he does not care.
It's gotten
I
worse.
feel like Daniel Blair is probably so threatening to him that he refuses to give him much airtime. I've got to get this guy out of my way because this
it's
guy's
like a
coming
cock
for my.
block.
I'm telling you, dude. I've tried to be silent on that, and I never try to blow out announcers because I know what they got going on in their ear and what they're having to hear. But dude, Ralph Shaheen just has no care for what you have to
Well,
say.
it's obviously a super easy job that takes no skill. So Kevin, you know,
Right, that's why
the only
Kevin
reason I
loves it.
gravitate
That's why
towards
Kevin loves it.
Yes.
I feel like Ralph had a couple of things he knew, and he just went with those. It's almost like he didn't really know where he was at. What country? Kept saying things like "here in South America" or whatever.
It didn't
Don't
sound
say
like-
where you're at.
It didn't sound like they could hear one another.
I don't know if so
like they're
here's the
just
question.
talking in a room.
Is Ralph
Did you
upstairs?
agree? I mean,
Well,
it doesn't-
but Jeff and
Don't do it in mute.
Jeff and Daniel end up multiple times at a desk or a table downstairs on the dirt on the ground, and I'm wondering if Ralph's up. And maybe if that's happening.
Ralph's at the
then
bar. He's drunk as hell, and he's just like,
No,
and
I-
look at this. And
No,
he's
he's
just,
got. I'm just thinking they're in two different places and they're not able to directly look
I,
at each
I
other.
like sloppy junk Ralph.
Yeah.
That's what I.
Like Harry Carey. Holy cow! In the first turn.
and Emick and Blair are trying to be smart, and he just
no
keeps
offense.
Hey,
like if we
I
have
was a hot
anybody out
dog,
there
would you eat me?
named Ralph, but Ralph just sounds better as a drunk guy anyway.
hey, Ralph.
Yeah.
Dude is just bulldozing.
He's
Jeff
gotten worse. I will
all
say
time
that.
right now. He is at his zenith of terribleness, and I see people posting like, "Man, I miss Jeff and Ralph," and Jeff's fine. I do not miss Ralph.
Jeff got better, and
Absolutely.
Jeff actually invested time and effort.
All those
and
guys
trained.
have. Ricky,
they did
they've
all.
go.
Yes.
They go to these people, and they
You can
coached
see the
up.
progression because
Oh, yeah,
the
for
first
sure.
couple of years of Ricky, dude, I was like mute. First couple of years of Jeff, mute. But they just got so much better.
First
You can
5
tell
seconds
Jeff-
of David Bailey, beautiful.
Yeah.
Bailey was amazing from
Beautiful.
beginning. But you know what I didn't like about Jeff? He wouldn't say the things that needed to be said always.
No, they try not to go in on some of the guys. Who was it?
But dang going in
who
on
was-
him, dude. He's a
No, like,
champion. He can say this
if
to another champion.
Like in football, if you miss a pass, you got to call it out.
Yeah.
But I think they kind of don't do that. They're kind of got kid clubs. I think Langston would do it back when he was doing
Yeah, dude.
motocross.
Langston
Didn't Ryan
was
Hughes,
not scared.
What Hughes was he a commentator for a minute? I feel like
Rhino?
outdoors. I feel like he was.
That would be epic.
This is years ago, I think. Ping did it. Denny Stevenson did it. So
Carmichael, when he first started, was calling people out pretty hard. I remember one time with Savachi, I think it was, he said, if he goes any slower in the corners, he's going to tip over.
Dude.
Like,
And I mean,
Fair
you
enough.
may not want to create a fist fight back at the hotel later that night.
you know, Jeff Emig, you could tell he worked at his, it got better. And as his hat game evolved, his announcing really evolved with it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like a hat from like a baseball game in 1890.
He's
Yes.
got a strong,
With it needs a
Everybody's
suit,
wearing 'em.
Very,
like
very
an oracle or whatever you're supposed to wear.
A
with it.
moniker.
Monocle. What is an oracle,
monocle.
dude? What even
Oracle
is that?
From,
That's an operating system, I
yes.
think, for computers.
Okay, so monocle
also the lady in the Matrix.
and a cane. Jeff has a cane, monocle.
A moniker.
A monocle.
Monocle.
God, man.
Pocket watch.
See what his hat's
Moto
doing?
should be coming up here, boy.
His hat game is very, very strong.
It's proper.
Yeah.
It's got- but the
especially
great
for a
thing
guy
is
with hair.
he
Dude,
does-
he's
yeah,
got good hair.
Great hair.
I don't understand the need for
Daniel's
the hat.
letting his go. Do you see how long Daniel's
Yeah.
getting his hair? It's wild.
Yeah.
And then Nick cut his. Ladies.
Yes,
Don't-
Sugar Balls Blackman comes in here with about 7 inches less of hair, and he goes,
he's never had those words said to him.
"Yeah, 7 inches less, never." He said, "Dude, I'm trying to look like an adult," and I was like, "You will never look
No,
like
you're
an
like an
adult.
idiot no matter
You're
what."
a child at heart. Like you can be in a
Do you remember
nursing
him
home
with a
one day,
crew
and I'll be
cut?
like, "What's up?"
Do you remember him with a flat top like this high?
I've never
top?
saw him in a flat.
Bro, he ran that for
Yeah.
my first ever. No, I'm talking about the Gomer Pyle Extreme. Yes, like his dad has great flat top hair. So Nick had that same deal.
Yeah.
That's from them scalping people back in the Cherokee Indian days.
I don't
His dad
normally,
could just walk in the room and go, "Yeah,
Sean just hit him with a machete.
damn, Dad."
I normally don't keep this haircut because when I cut it like this, sometimes it actually looks so good.
Oh, that,
That-
topped me
It's
off, dog.
dangerous,
It,
right?
it causes a lot of problems.
It's risky.
home,
as-
for sure.
Y'all don't understand.
Out
Will
in
you hook me
public.
up?
and-
Not at home. It causes problems. Freaking traffic wrecks. There's
Yeah.
all kinds of people tripping on sidewalks and stuff. They don't.
Lanes
they're-
crashing.
Yeah, it's stuff falling out of the sky.
wild.
Dude's way too good looking to just be going around town like
no
this.
doubt.
Boats sinking, helicopters crashing.
He can make a boat sink with gray hair. That's
Just
wild.
because his hair's so good, the boat
So
just
good.
starts. Bloop, 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 bloop.
So tonight we do have Josh Woods. They just had their clash for cash down at his facility, GPF. Well, it's no
Is
longer
that what
his.
it's called, Jake?
Yeah,
What about cat? What about something for class? What was that race?
that's
Some-
it. It's kind of the evolved
This
into
is
the
it?
name. Yeah,
Same race?
Yeah,
Okay.
scholarships from On Track.
Yeah, off road on track off road. Andrea Lieb.
Yeah, that's her. That's
Yeah.
definitely her. And her son is Michael Lee,
Yep.
owner of Canvas Custom. Gear.
Yeah. So Woods, what was he pro about
Are you going to
5,
hog
7
that
years?
fireball all night?
Hey,
Or
man,
Yeah,
sorry.
Are you going to top us off? Or
I'm
what?
going to be messed up. Is what's going to happen.
Woods was a factory KTM rider for a minute,
but he
and
also rode Suzuki.
he did ride Suzuki for the Buku Arena Cross Series and for some of the East Coast stuff. And like, in fact, Wes, I'm pretty sure can be credited with Josh's ride with getting him on the like, dude, call
Wes
Woodsy.
Kane?
Yes, dude, Wes has done a lot of that shit. He knows a bunch of those dudes. He would call Cole Gress guys, dude, get Josh Woods. They're running through Suzuki riders, and Josh will tell you that. During that Buku series, they went through about 7 guys and just kept getting jacked up. And they called Josh up, and he immediately
Hey, you wanna
he
get
might
hurt
have
too?
won his first weekend on that damn thing. He was
I
really
say
good.
you call in and get Wes Kane put on the mic to put Ralph Shaheen in check if he gets too loud.
Yeah, like the way he
Thanks,
builds
Bob.
riders up, maybe he
Yeah.
can tear announcers down.
Yeah.
Wes he's all about good, so he ain't gonna do that. But
Wes is a bit of a
I'm just
bulldozer.
saying he could out loud him.
Wes can be a bulldozer, but we've all got.
I don't mean
better-
on the
but
mic.
No,
I don't mean it
I'm
in
just
that
talking about
way.
at breakfast.
We got
Wes
better.
has a very powerful voice.
this coming from you.
and present. Yeah, Nick's over here like, damn, that dude, he just hit
Yeah.
me. He body checked me to get bacon.
Yes,
Like, dude wasn't afraid. He
the buffet?
every sentence that comes out of Wes Kane's mouth, he hits you and goes, "Hey."
well,
And
you,
then
ever,
he-
you know how when you're sitting behind a 450 and you hear you feel the puffs of
Yeah.
air, and Wes will do that with his sonic. Like if you're in the direct firing line of his vocal.
He's like
the
an
sounds.
X-Man.
it's the same as a 450. It's like,
Yeah. He just knocks somebody down with sound waves
Yep.
like an X-Man.
I think Wes and our buddy, and it's funny that the duo of Wes and Jackson Burrell down at GPF this past weekend, they were announcing down there, and Jackson's so soft and subtle, and then Wes is 7'8",
Yes.
300 pounds, and Jackson's this little dude. But I feel like they work
quite the
great.
mix.
He was out,
Oh,
they both do Loretta's.
they can work with together.
Hey, totally off subject story, except
No
for
way.
the exhaust part of it. You're talking about
Unlike
how you
me.
feel at 450 hitting you in the chest. When I was a kid, went to Spring Nationals, the drag. I used to love to go to watch the drag races
Drag
up there
strip.
at Commerce.
Yeah, dude.
And I saw them crank a funny car with a guy standing there, and the exhaust took him off his feet. Literally knocked him down like
It seems like you're hurt.
like
or
he got a
something from that.
linebacker hit by a linebacker. He just boom, like invisible, like it looked like he got hit by a linebacker.
I've heard
ghost.
this before. I've just never seen it.
Knocked him off his feet.
Hey, so give me some highlights. We're about to wrap up 2025, and of course we were going to talk to Josh, who had their event at GPF, and then Matt Walker had the Vet Masters, which was a great first-year event. It looks like it's been going on for 10 years. That's how
It
good
does
looked.
look like it. I had
So-
people going, "Come get your green jacket. You need to be down here."
Yeah.
People
sick.
loved it. We had friends of the show. We had
Kyle was down there.
Kyle went down there for that. Okay, so
Did
friend
Kyle
of the
ride
show,
a motorcycle?
Negative.
Okay. that's-
Randy
Awesome.
Richardson won
Friend
the
of the
B
show.
class. Yep.
What class?
Tommy B,
B.
class.
Randy was
Yep.
he won the B class.
Yep. And then Tommy Jinks won the 50C class.
Oh, okay.
Another friend of the show.
50C.
Yep.
Yep. And B.
Donnie Banks, I think, won the plus 1,000 or whatever the hell class
Yep.
that is.
Donnie.
Donnie
Yeah.
still goes good.
Oh, Donnie can smoke your junk, dude. If he gets a start,
Yes.
you won't just go around him.
Hey, speaking of smoking your junk, Trey Kennard posted
Maybe we shouldn't say it that way.
I can't believe
Man, dude, he totally
Speaking of
smoked my
smoking
junk.
your junk. Trey Kennard posted a video of just riding around big hay bales at Guy Cooper's grass track area. I don't know that he ever caught him. Like, you could see he's like, I'm cruising, I'm going to try to. And then, dude, Cooper just starts fucking disappearing. Guy Cooper can absolutely just worked.
And Kennard was working hard trying to catch him.
I mean, I want to ask him. I want to text him. Go, dude, was that? Because I guarantee he's going to be like, dude, hauls ass.
did that give you
There's
a
no
little bit
jumps.
of a running brand feel?
It did. Those hay
I
bales.
wondered if those hay bales would
Yes.
make you think of that.
Yep.
Because that race, you
All hay
turned
bales.
around hay bales.
And it was
yeah.
all slick ass grass in the morning. Holy
wet
cow,
grass.
dude.
Let's floor it. Let's go
It was-
6 gears.
yes,
And then
yes.
turn left.
Did you ever do running brand?
I never did.
Dang.
So biggest them lap times had to have been 4 minutes.
Yes,
it was.
like
you couldn't remember
2 mile,
what was
2 mile
happening.
lap time. Just
Yeah.
It was
no jumps, just all grass and turn around hay bales.
during my hiatus.
Hey, but that Vet Masters, that was that's a pretty cool concept. Sort of like golf.
Yeah.
Got the flags out front saying Vet
Sure,
Masters, same color as the Masters.
Green jackets.
When-
the whole
Hey,
deal.
you'd have to be careful with all that.
I
because-
wondered.
Yeah, they don't play
They had
around.
pimento cheese sandwiches for like 85 cents.
Yeah, they have.
Hey,
yeah.
I'll say this. I pitched
You
an
would
idea.
have to be careful with that.
Oh yeah.
The Red Bull has this think tank they do once a year, and they'll get like, I'm not saying they do it every year, but they call on
Like
one
Ralph.
person from it's all from the southeast region, one person from moto, one person from skate, one person from BMX, and all these different disciplines, and they go down. And they say, if you had $1 million, what would you do with it? So our idea, mine and the Red Bull guys, was it was called the Masters of Motocross, and we were going to get an old golf course, and I had an in on a golf course guy that designs golf courses up and down. He rode at our track, him and his kids. So we were going to go in right before after the last guy swung the club, before they redid this whole course, and we were going to go in and just build a track all the way through there. And then after any dirt you move, you lay sod over it. So it's just, I'm talking about everything was sodded and lightly marked, and it was called the Masters of Motocross. You had green jackets, you got golf clubs, the whole deal.
Why can't you just race on the golf course and don't even move dirt? Just
Yeah,
golf
it
courses
was.
have
Okay,
enough.
I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all remember this, but I did a couple. I did it twice. They had a sprint enduro in West Virginia at a golf course.
Yeah, Davey would always post pictures of this rundown
I've
golf
seen
course.
that.
Yeah.
And that's where that race was.
Yep. And so we did.
Did you go there?
Yeah, I went twice.
You got to ride on there?
Yeah, you rode it. Golf course is I've
Lightly
never
used
played.
word.
Yeah, I've never played on a golf course that was probably that bad. It is West Virginia.
It was once a
Out in the
golf
middle.
course, though.
No, still was a
But-
golf
so it
course.
was
Yeah,
as soon
but
as y'all
did you
left, they
stop
did-
at the ball washer?
Yeah,
Whose
everybody
balls did
washes
you-
your balls. I mean,
they- okay.
These balls ain't gonna wash themselves.
I mean,
They
that's
have
what I'm
cart
talking
girls-
about.
Cart girls were
But
running
they were still sand traps of green. Like one of them, you jumped over a green, and one of them you jumped up on a green and rode off of it,
Golf course.
over a sand trap.
I
Yeah.
thought it was. I thought it was closed, and you're
I did
saying
too.
the thing was still in business.
what-
Having a motorcycle race.
Yeah.
Hell, they probably made more money.
Man,
than-
hell, we don't give a damn. You boys can still tee off.
And so that was the golf course. You know, Sprint Enduros had a wood section and a
Like a grass
moto
track
section,
or
right?
whatever,
Yeah. And so that was the moto session, and you were in the mountains of West Virginia. So the
The off-road part was pretty good. right?
straight up and down. Like they had a downhill that was probably 400 yards that was straight down. Like there was no turns. You just turned and went straight down. Like
And then you're surfing the dirt. Like
yes,
up
you
there.
surfed all the way down. Scared the shit. By the time you'd get panicked enough to maybe fall off, it'd level out. You were at the
And
bottom.
you'd live through it,
So
live to tell.
Did you guys watch any of the Paris Supercross, or did you watch?
I watched
World
highlights
Supercross?
only. I didn't watch any of it. And
I couldn't get it. They got that
you gotta
MXGP deal.
pay.
$30 for the whole deal.
Okay, I didn't.
I don't even care about it.
I mean, it's available literally. Like there are people streaming it all over YouTube.
Yeah,
Live.
I don't care about the fee. I understand why they have to do it. But I also have surprising low energy for like WSX.
I get it.
Paris
Yeah, it's
is another story.
Paris looks. I think Paris is produced better.
Yeah.
the competition's better, and it's a 30-something-year-old race.
I don't
And
know if it's
proper.
like water skiing where there's a season and an off season,
I
and this
would've-
is off season for moto.
Yeah.
I'm out of energy.
I would have
Kinda
paid
checked
the
out.
$30, but I was just off on the time. Like I was going on, like trying to figure out what time it was,
Yeah,
and
it's like middle of the night.
yeah, I didn't really. I
But
never
hey,
got that.
but what about Malcolm
Ah,
at
Malcolm.
Paris?
I mean, he beat some dudes, right?
Yeah,
there's
a little bit.
Two guys, Lawrence, somebody.
Tom
like-
Vial just murdered Jet. the
Dude,
first
he
turn. I know he
cased
didn't
the
mean to. but
daylights
damn.
out of that last jump.
Golly, that's-
he
they had
like
a rough night.
faced it.
I guess they had stock motors on those Hondas too, which kind of makes a little bit of a difference, I would imagine.
Okay,
Maybe.
question. So, okay, you got a stock motor,
But in order to say that, does Mookie have the race motor?
yeah, we don't know what motor Mookie was running, right? And then I think the whoops had more to do with any of it than motor, but
Those are big ass
They
wheels,
were
man. Those are
big, dude.
big, dude.
So-
they're bike link and a half.
if
That's so big. Like you can see them. They're. I'm sorry, Nick, but the back tire will be on one, and it's like 3 more feet to the next one. You're like, whoa,
That is so scary.
so spread
Yeah.
out.
How do you have the nerve?
and Mookie was flying through
Yeah.
them too, but it like so a stock motor, so a stock 450 makes close to 60 horsepower
Yeah,
probably.
Probably 60.
So they probably had maybe the stock motor, but they had a pipe and silencer, right?
Map.
And the map, like, it's not like you can't
Fuel.
get a map and and it's Europe, so you run
Yeah.
1400 octane fuel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what's your point, Nick? What are you saying?
So
He's
I just
just
don't
saying
know how
it's-
stock a stock motor is.
Is 65
power-wise.
horsepower really the reason, or is it?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I know
I've
that
heard
got
that floated
stated.
out. So I just.
I know it got
I-
stated.
But I also think guys get so like.
But I didn't hear the riders making excuses.
No,
I'm not
no,
making-
they did
like,
not. They did not.
that
They
came
were-
from a team manager.
But I
Yeah.
feel like if you're so locked in on a motorcycle and a setup, and I mean that could be just a couple of. You could be 3% not as good.
Yeah.
Simply because you're just off. Like the shifting and everything's a little different. The power curve. I don't know.
yeah, well, no, it would knock you down off the
It's
razor's
like you
edge.
decreased a football by 10% in terms of the diameter of it. I think
Yeah.
it would take a minute for
It would change
a
'em.
quarterback to adjust.
So, knowing those whoops looked like that, could Mookie just line up on some rhythm section? and
He was
just-
pulling the trigger on
No,
some
but-
of the biggest rhythms too. I think he was hitting this quad.
They did hit
into
the
a
quad,
turn,
him
and
and
he was
Jet.
they were like the only dudes doing that.
He said
too.
he didn't want to. I saw a thing. He said he didn't want to do that, and then Jet did it,
I got to do
and
it.
he said I have to.
But
do it.
could he just line up a rhythm section and be like, "Man, I'm just going to blitz across the top of this. I'm not jumping any of
All
it.
the rhythms.
Just ride them like whoops.
Bow.
Just go across, bop, 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 bop. You know,
We were
just-
almost to that point. It's like a trophy truck going across those rollers.
yeah, out in the Baja.
That looks gnarly to me. When you see those trucks and these people are like 3 feet off the side, and that truck's
I
just
couldn't stand
dangling.
there.
No,
way.
no.
Things
Those
doing
things like
100 miles
1,000
an hour.
horsepower and they're flying.
Yes, they look like they
Trophy
handle
truck-
so good.
Trophy truck has to have the best suspension
Period.
of any vehicle in motorsports.
In the history of motorsports,
You watch them; those things are just barely.
They look like
barely
they have
jiggling.
6 foot of travel.
Yes, the,
the
tires.
wheels are going crazy, but
Always
the body
in the ground, and they are flying.
Yeah.
And if you see the in truck camera, they are bouncing around, but not what's
Not like-
happening
Not
outside.
based on the tires.
below 'em.
Yeah.
The tires are doing some
Yeah,
business.
speaking of Baja, how about SLR Honda with that championship? They won the Baja again, that 3-rider trio they had.
yeah. So I would like to just hear the drama they went through, because in order to piece that together,
Yeah,
in order to win it, there's major drama.
there's
uh,
97
breakage
near-death
and- Yes.
experiences.
I'd love to hear that, because when they pull it off, it's like, yeah, they won, but it doesn't tell the story.
No, 1,000
Those
miles
dudes-
at night and bike braking
And all that you talked about or somebody talked about the traps these dudes
the
will
booby
dig.
traps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then it was you talking about that. You said,
yeah. Iser raced Baja with Travis Pastrana on a utility quad, and Travis said, "Go right towards them." When you see just a random group of people out in the middle of the desert, they're there for a reason to watch
Yeah.
you crash your brains off. He goes, "Go right towards them. They'll split, and they're standing on something that's stable."
yeah,
So
they're on the
he
safe.
said, "Go right at
yeah.
'em."
So I would love to hear the stories.
Right.
of what they went through to win that.
Keep stickers on you and some cash, so if you get locked up and whatever,
Yeah.
you can get yourself balled out of the jail or whatever the hell whatever happens over there. I know Isaac got hit by a car head on. Like he came around a turn and got hit. I think we talked about this a couple of.
It was just
episodes ago.
like someone on a street, though, right? It wasn't a competitor.
Yeah, it was
that
just
he
a
hit.
pedestrian. Yes.
I think that happens nonstop. I think cows step out. There just might be cows right inside these bushes, and you're running however fast, and they might just step out. There's a lot to Baja.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I say we ride the 50cc class.
Yes, monkey bikes.
Yeah, we
I would
race
love-
a Honda
I would
Monkey.
do that, or they had the VW bug class where you just bounce and beat
Hey,
yourself.
what
to
about
pieces.
that guy in our class at Barber on that Honda 200 Scrambler? It's like a 71 model Honda CL. It was a CL 100 or
I
something.
saw a picture of that.
That bike,
He raced that in our class, and
Right.
I saw him jumping stuff. Did you see this, Jake? The guy on the gold tank 71 Honda. I think he was always parked by you.
the CL 100.
And he
or
rode it in
whatever
our
is.
class at Barber. It was a high pipe, looked like a street bike, but it had a high pipe. It's called a CL. Yeah. He raced that thing in our class. Like, I'm going around the track, and he's taking the inside, and I go around him.
I can't believe it didn't break.
About Trevor, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
He used to work for Jason Lawrence.
Oh, he worked for J Law?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Well, dude, he brought a Honda.
Blew up a YZ125 and then he rode that thing.
Oh, so that's all he had.
Yeah, that's all
He just had a Honda 100 Scrambler, which I'm talking 71, man. It would look like a street bike. And somehow he was going around that track
Hey,
on that thing.
when we were in talking about riding the monkeys, like in the Baja, when we were in doing the Colorado 500, we were at the top of a big ass mountain. Here come like 4 dudes riding monkeys.
I love
Like all
it.
We had
adventured
climbed
out.
for.
Would
I
y'all
don't
do
know.
that? Would y'all do like
20,
the
30
dumbest
minutes.
class you could do?
I would.
But
I
will
think
you
we
get
would
hit
live
by?
to tell about it if we don't get. Yeah.
Would you get to go last so you don't get run over by damn trophy trucks? Because
I would be
that was
so
I was
All right,
just
scared.
so we're going to send out the 125cc 4-stroke class first.
How long
Trophy
would that
truck.
take you?
1,000 miles at 7 miles an hour.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
100. I mean, that's
And I
3
don't have-
days. Do they just cut you off at a certain time because
I have
they
no
know
idea.
these bikes
Who's
are?
got Google? Somebody Google that. Do we have that? Is there that class? Can we ride a Honda Monkey?
There are goofy.
Oh, I
ass
guarantee you,
classes.
there's crazy classes. So I don't know.
You're not going to have a breakdown.
No, Honda Monkey
make
is never going to break down.
Do they make 12?
They don't even make parts for those.
They
So
make 12-inch bib mooses.
You can make one.
we would have to.
That would be
Yeah, some people said you just take mooses and just cut them into pieces and stuff them in there if they don't have your size.
We just fill them up with that the spray stuff you get at Home
Slime.
Depot.
no, great,
Oh,
great,
great
great,
stuff. The
stuff.
Stuff, yeah.
And just let her sit for about 2 hours till she gets to the
Let her
right,
see it.
right thickness, you know.
Yep, you just get in there and
Stupid as hell, boy.
you fill that thing up with that great stuff.
Listen,
You
man,
know flat.
I can't help it, but that's that's about the only. Baja scares me.
Yeah, going fast at Baja, no, but going 14 miles an hour, I could settle into that. That's kind of my race pace anyway.
Who could stay awake and ride that all night though? Out of like if we did this,
Nick would.
I would.
Nick would.
Nick could do it.
Yes.
I did a 24-hour mountain bike race
Yes,
one time.
Canaan.
And I did my loop started at 12 o'clock.
God,
at
that
night,
seems. I
midnight.
feel like I'd be in ICU for 2 weeks after
I
that.
started at midnight, and then it rained, and so back then lights would only last for 2 hours,
Yeah,
hour and a half maybe.
and then you're in the dark.
And so it rained, and nobody could ride. Everybody was having to carry their bikes and stuff. So that loop, instead of taking 2 hours like it did in the daytime before the rain, took 5.5 hours. I started at midnight, finished at 5:30 a.m. Maybe 6. It was
saw-
daylight. I saw grown men sitting on the side of the trail crying because they were cold,
Cold and
wouldn't
exhausted.
quit. They're like, "I'm quitting. I'm gonna quit. Hell,
Don't
bitch,
you quit?
Can't
Well,
quit.
you gotta- bitch, you still got to get back.
Still gotta
with the-
walk your
All right,
shit.
Jake has an answer about
We're-
Baja's
All right, so there's
classes.
all your classes for the moto for Baja, and the smallest CC is 350.
Oh,
So
shit.
God.
you're gonna have your work cut out. For
Up to 350.
you. Yeah, you could ride it.
Oh,
Ultra-
so it's up to
Ultra
350.
Lightweight.
So we'd be in the
Or you
12
could do,
horsepower
like, an age class.
Plus
the
50,
Baja.
Plus 50,
A, B, or
350
C.
and under.
plus 50, 350
C.
and under. C.
You got to have like,
See if
Strong.
anybody rode the Baja on a monkey.
Plus 40 and plus 50 class.
I feel like,
Then BC.
They got a 50 ABC. Let's see if anybody rode it on a monkey.
Well, what? So if Randy raced that, What class would he ride at Baja? If he
I
was,
don't know. He rode B this past weekend. I
Yeah.
thought he was pro.
Who won the A
He's
class?
raced at Supercross.
Who won the 50?
he qualified for
50A?
mains.
50A. I don't know if we could tell who won because they got lapped by the C and B class.
Oh, they beat them?
Yeah.
Did they for real beat them?
Yeah.
Damn. No way.
Yeah, the B class.
That's how good they were.
stacked, son. They were ripping and tearing and
I'm just
everything
playing.
else.
I'm just picking at them.
I'm just funning.
I'm fun.
Well, and I did the same thing.
I'm
I said this
funning it,
today. I'm
Randy.
like, dude, I rode the wrong class at Mammoth. I don't know how I signed up or if I signed up. I don't know.
I
if-
probably did it.
Well, I know I felt like you did at the time, but I
You
don't
got them
remember.
bars, though. I don't give a damn.
But I ain't using that as an excuse. I feel like I rode the wrong class. I freaking won. You
you
know,
wouldn't have won it anyway, either way if you hadn't broke your hand.
It's been done.
It's been
a
done.
monkey has
A lot of times. Dude.
a monkey has completed
Dude.
Baja.
I've done it. Yeah. They even
I wonder how
have,
bad
like,
the
a-
sand is. I mean, I've seen it. Is it so
Baja.
powdery? Like you
I
just
feel like that's what it
swervy
would
the
be.
whole time.
Yeah, so less horsepower and slower would be terrible.
Oh, that'd be rough.
Speed helps, and it freaking this guy, he's
Kinda get up
dying
on-
to sign us up for some
Something stupid. Like that.
redonkulous motorcycle.
You'd have to have a satellite phone, all kind of shit, though. You have to.
Hey,
you
your
know
new
that.
phone will flip to satellite when there's no
Yeah, we
signal.
figured that out in
How?
That
New Mexico.
so if you go somewhere where there's no signal, it would say, "Would you like to switch to satellite?" And if you say yes, you hold your phone steady and you can start seeing the satellites. And it says 1 second satellite coming,
What?
and it'll tell you where to point your phone, and then the satellite comes into view. It clicks on it, and then your phone works. Because that's
shit.
how we called
That's
to
amazing.
find out why Nick and Sean didn't wait on us after they went down the wrong way.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And rode all the way back to the town that we started in that
He
morning.
thinks he's better than everybody.
That's you.
You know,
We made a big circle.
I made huge arrows in the road with logs, and they still
Stuff on
didn't see 'em.
things.
You know, dumb. They needed to repent.
I'll take a dang 2x4 to the face of sin.
Here, Nick, let me pour you some more of that.
Pour me some of that.
Last
Fireball.
week, Kevin got hot. He was madder than daylights because he couldn't find the fireball.
I went in there. I was looking for it, and
Somehow it ended up upstairs.
Feister minis.
And I would say it's lower than it should have been. Somebody's been.
I think so. I think that your wife or maybe your son has been in the Fireball this week.
Yep. I noticed he kept sitting there watching TV with his hands down his pants. So
that what it does?
I'd say that's why she done drank too much Fireball.
stupid as hell, boy.
So Baja on a monkey. Who was it who was trying to get us to the Baja last week?
Cliff
Cliff.
Hamada.
All right, Cliff. You get us a monkey built.
Listen though, dude. What about that? Kevin just brought up an excellent point of powdery sand. When you need horsepower and speed, what are you going to do on a monkey? You going to just put your feet out and paddle through it?
Per
Yeah.
1,000
I
miles.
don't know. Would you rather do that or be running 87 miles an hour?
I would rather do that. To be totally honest
I
with
think
you.
we would
in
live.
the dark.
I think we would live longer paddling.
Yep.
Yes. That's
it
the
will
goal.
take longer,
It's dark when they start.
Hey.
Start at night.
They start at night.
Yeah.
and they finish.
After I watched it and it was dark when they
I
started.
s-
It was like,
It's going to be dark on that monkey. It's
Oh,
going to be
yeah,
dark
yeah.
a few times, boys. You're going to get it a few times. There's
How
no way
long would
you-
it take you, really? Like,
I mean, if you do 10 miles an hour, do the
Dude.
math.
When
It's
we're
100
going like
hours.
40 miles an hour,
That's 100 hours, which is freaking 4
you know, a
days.
21
It takes
and
us
up
all
monkeys
day
have
to do
6
250.
speeds. They're not just.
There's no finish line,
They're
Chillis.
5 speeds.
You don't even know when it ends. You're like, I guess it's over. I'll have a truck there waiting to pick you up. Nobody's there. Nobody's cheering for you.
yeah,
Really?
we're only in it for the fame. That's the only reason we're in anything is for the
So,
fame.
I wonder what the average speed for motorcycles. Like if we went back through a class,
I
find
bet you it's like 40.
Do that under 350, like 50C class, and see.
All you got to do is
Nick,
all you
quit
gotta do-
asking for miracles up here.
Just all you got to do is get the.
Let's
total-
say they're wearing blue gear
Yeah.
and they got like 100% goggles, not
and
the
they
new
run
model.
like a 92 octane
My
gas.
point
Yeah,
is-
running 92 mixed with Renegade 110.
I don't need to know what Johnny Campbell's average speed is because that is not relevant to our situation.
Hey, but listen, speaking of Renegade, when you go in that side of the basement, there's no fuel in those bikes over there. But you open that thing and you can immediately smell Renegade fuel
How about that?
from 2014 or whenever Anderson won that championship.
It's impressive. All right, I'm going to call Josh Woods.
I dare you, dude.
I'm gonna. I ain't scared.
Hey, what year do you think he turned pro? Was it 2000? Is that about when you think it was? Around
the
riddle?
time
maybe.
limit is 45 hours.
How are they
Lord.
doing it then?
Pros do it in 15 to 20.
2 full days. We gotta get 500 miles a day. Well,
They do
per.
1,300 miles in 22 hours, pros.
That's not me.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Scary.
We'll call Will Hahn back now.
Yeah. He must be at Will's house.
Or Will told him not to answer.
Yeah, Will said, "Don't you answer the
Don't
damn."
answer.
Hello.
Josh Woods, we are live on Winner's Take Y'all.
Already.
We're just going
All right,
in.
how's it going, boys?
We're going. We're raw dogging it. We're bringing you in.
Yeah, I don't even get a warm up.
No.
No,
We're straight into the show.
we turned the cuss filter off, so if you say something, it's going to slip right through.
We have no delay, no dumps, so you're getting it. So, welcome to the program. It's been a minute since we've had you on. There's been
while.
GPF. You kind of taking a different role there now. I think you guys sold it, and
Yep.
you're still staying on.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we sold GPF back in May. And have done kind of a transition to the new owners, and I've taken a role working for them, kind of doing, a lot of the same track work and equipment work and facility work that I used to. I've stepped away from the training side a little bit. Letting do some other stuff. Kind of when we did this deal, they asked me what I wanted to do, and I was like, man, I got to do one or the other. Was kind of burnt out on trying to do all of it.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah. Before we go into that, like, dude, doing all of that is just like running a racetrack, prepping
exhausting.
every day, and then training these little shits. Good Lord.
yeah, it's been fun, man. I don't regret any of it, man. It's been a lot of fun, and so I'm kind of learning my new transition. To be honest, I've never worked for somebody before, so this is kind of been a new experience for me. I went from being a professional racer to kind of running a training facility, and it's a little bit of a learning curve for me. Learn that not everybody's going to do things the way that you do it, so but it's been good so far.
Yeah, most people can't make that transition.
Sure.
Most people sell something and they walk away because it's hard to look at your baby. They're making different decisions than you would make, so.
It is. Yeah, I mean, we haven't gotten too dramatic yet, we'll see how it goes in the future, but it may get to the point where I just have, man, I got, got to do something different, so but I'm learning, and they've done some good things since we've sold. I can't, say they haven't. They've continued to improve on the place. We made some significant track changes this year, and they hired Randy Poulter to come in and redesign the track a little bit. And I think it was probably due for that. I was maybe stuck in my ways of how I had the track laid out, and honestly, Randy did a great job. The track is it was really good, man. We had a race here this past weekend, and there may have been complaints about how some other stuff went down, but there was no complaints about the track.
Well, tell me about the race itself. I think you're in your 7th year, and what that race means, and how it's just kind of, you guys are giving back, dude. I definitely appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad came up with the concept of, man, how can we give back to kids? And On Track came to us and said, hey, how can we do some type of scholarship thing for kids? And they came to us with BMX. I guess BMX has some type of scholarship thing, but I couldn't quite figure out how to implement how they were doing it with Moto. Basically, they take $5 from every event at all these different events and different promoters. And I was like, there is no way I'm getting all these other promoters to give up $5 per entry to come up with something like that. So I kind of had to think about it a little bit and come up with a concept. And okay, so if we can raise this money, we can put it in an account with On Track, a nonprofit account, and pay these kids back by they open a school account. I think it's a 501(c)(3) account, and we transfer that money directly into that. So the top 10 of 13 different classes, we paid back over $17,000. And we've been doing that now for this is the 7th year of us doing that. So and honestly, most of that money, so when we started this, we thought, okay, the industry will get on board. This is going to be easy. Yamaha and Honda and all these companies, man, they'll all pitch in. And to be honest, we have had very little industry support. We've had a few. Pro Circuit gave us some money one year. 6D gave us some money, but a majority of our money, a very high majority of our money, it comes from local businesses.
Yeah.
And we're just so lucky here in Cairo to have the motocross support that we do. So we've built these long-term relationships with all these businesses in town, and they continue to support us year after year. And we actually gave back money to the local school this year. We gave away a couple pretty big scholarships to the high school in Cairo. So trying to give back locally as well, not just to our riders. So it's been cool.
Yeah, and the fact that you can use those dollars for technical school, I always thought, well, it's got to be college. No, man, if you want to go to a technical school, be a welder, do all kind of stuff, there, there's that avenue as well.
Yeah, 100%, man, and probably,
which probably
honestly,
more
it's probably
likely,
what
right?
most kids. Well, it's probably what these kids should be doing, honestly, more than college. I would like to see them going to tech schools and stuff more than, or some type of skilled trade.
Yeah.
Hey, so I want to go back and talk about when you guys started GPF. I love like you and Chad Charbonneau and those dudes kind of show up and do
What
something.
year was that?
2000 was the year we started.
So you're the OG original facility. You were first.
Yeah.
MTF was shortly thereafter, but you guys kind of just carved it out. Like you were looking for a place. Michigan was cold as shit. Your dad says, we got to go down south, and here we are.
Yep. Yeah, and actually the first year we owned it, I didn't even get to stay here because I was still in high school. My parents made me finish high school in Michigan, and I came down for like Christmas break and spring break, but that was really all I got to ride here the first year we had the place. So then in 2000, at the end of, it would have been 2001 is when I started actually getting to stay here. So,
and you turned pro in 2000 though, right? What year did you turn pro?
I raced. So late 99, I started racing Canadian Nationals. I went right from Loretta's and B to Canada and raced when I was 16. I rode pro class up there. Won a couple races and then ended up racing the Canadian Series for 2000 and 2001. For the Cowie team up there while still doing stuff in the US and still racing Loretta's and doing A stuff. So it's kind of a crazy schedule for those couple years trying to balance all that in. And there were even times where I was racing on a Sunday in Canada, would fly to Loretta's, ride a late practice on Monday and race all week and then go back to the next weekend for another round. So it was cool, man, and all cool experiences and learned a lot. So it was fun.
The hustle of that.
You guys you've run some serious guys through those two facilities next door to each other, like the who's who. I equate it as the Olympic training facility for motocross in America.
Yeah, man, it's been cool. And probably one of the things I'm more proud of is like to see how successful a lot of these kids have gone on to do other stuff, not necessarily moto.
Yeah.
Give
me some of those stories. Tell me some. Those kids are.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like most of these kids aren't going to make it as a motocross racer, right? All the kids that are training at facilities, it's a very small percentage that are going to make money racing dirt bikes. And maybe not even, that doesn't even mean they're going to make a living doing it. It's just actually make more than they're spending racing dirt bikes. So, the real goal has to be make them better people, make them, better work ethic,
Love it.
Get those experiences, right? So that's been always like my dad's driving force and raising these kids. And hey, man, you want to learn how to weld and bring them over to the shop and teach someone how to weld I'm not just going to fix your pipe. You got to come over and help me do it. So
same with your mom, man. Terry,
like
they ooze respect for me in terms of I imagine they command respect. There will be zero tolerance for bullshit between Terry and your pops.
Yeah, no, it's so the transition has been a little bit difficult for them as well.
I bet.
Because we live right next door to the facility, right? My parents live next to me, and their house is actually closer to the facility than me. But seeing what some of the kids do, I guess. New owners are a little more relaxed on letting the kids ride pit bikes at night and whatnot, so it's a learning curve for my parents as well, as far as, we just got to lay back and enjoy it, and enjoy the fact that we don't have the liability.
Yeah, you're not paying for that insurance policy anymore. So.
Hey, how is your mom, by the way? I know she's been fighting cancer for quite some time. Is she hanging tough?
Yeah. She's much better, man. She, a year ago, she was really struggling, going through chemo, and, once the chemo is done, a lot of her energy and everything came back. She's, survived chemo twice now. So it's, brutal to watch her go through it. It's been really hard, but she's doing well. She's back to her kind of normal self. She, doing lots of house projects, and
I see that all the time.
She helped a little bit with the race stuff this weekend. So it's been good.
Yeah. And I'm sure this is the golden years for her as a grandmother. I'm sure that's like for me, I just want to get to the finish line. I want to see all my grandkids, whoever they are, and just watch them all do their thing. My mother never got to see that. Like I don't take that for granted. I'm on this clock. I'm like, oh, well, I'm already beyond where my mom was in terms of how far she lived and all that. It trips me out. So I'm just happy she's getting to enjoy what she's worked so hard for. Like grandkids are incredible.
Yeah. Yep. No, and they're great, man. They've been a huge help to me, raising the kids. And
sure.
I've been divorced for 5-6 years now. And, I've had my kids a majority of the time. So it's been, they've been very helpful, but at the same time, it's great for them to grow up here, man. They're so lucky to grow up on a 100-acre facility and have pit bikes and tons of kids to play with all the time. And
I bet they're already smarter and more manlier than Jason Wygant. Like that guy knows so little about how to be a man.
Yeah, for sure. My son is definitely more handy than he is. There's no doubt about that.
Love it.
Hey, was it you that was in that trailer with me? Were you there that day?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because it was me, Greg DiRenzo, Wygant, and we were just talking about plows and tractors, and Weege goes, "What?" He was just blown away that just average dudes knew.
So there's implements that break the earth.
He was like, "How do you know all this?" I'm like, "Bro, just get out there, like your kids, like just see it, dude." Like, and he has stories though. His dad, he'd walk into their garage. His dad would say, "Get out of here. You are not." I mean, he was not allowed in the family
do
garage.
With young men, you don't want to teach them anything,
it shows.
How much shit did he have to break before he got banned from the garage?
Oh, it must have been some serious lead
all
up.
his good tools, probably.
He blacks out the neighborhood, sticking screwdrivers in electrical outlets and shit.
I'm so glad. There was just me, you, and Greg Geisler. We were in there talking about that.
Yes,
we were like, you are a moron. We just couldn't.
Awesome.
We were blown away how unmanly he was.
Yeah, but at the same time, your
dad
dad would just be like, "Get it done," and he didn't care
yes.
tell you how or nothing. Just get it done, and all this pressure's raining down on you. You figured it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead. I love hearing his stories about working on dirt bikes and stuff.
So good. So hanging a shelf, dude.
It sounds like he's been a little more handy in recent years.
He's done more, but it doesn't mean it's right.
But dude, he still posts videos on like, I can't get this Keurig to work. How do you do it? Like, what? It's a Keurig, dude.
It's a Keurig. You stick the little thing
Bro,
in there,
they make it as basic as you can do it. Like, I'm just blown away. So, anyway, that was Loretta's in Greg's tractor trailer where we talked about all the stuff Weege has no idea.
That's
nothing.
Awesome.
Show him a tool. No clue what you do with that. No idea.
Yeah. Solid.
So good. So you got your cash for class, or is that what you call it? Clash.
We kind of changed it to the Clash.
Yes.
Cash for Class was kind of like a tongue twister for people. It felt like.
I bet Wes Kane couldn't say that shit at all.
No.
Hey, Clash for Clash, whatever, bro. Let's go get your money. It's over there. Go see Andrea. That's why he would do it.
Yeah, they would mix up the words or say it in reverse sometimes.
Clash for Ash. What for ass, Wes? No, dude, chill out.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just tried to simplify it a little bit, and we work with Harold at Moto Playground. Man, he's been huge for us the last 3 or 4 years. He's been involved, and helping us getting this race kind of to grow a little bit and advertise for us and show me how to be a promoter and do stuff, man, because they are top of the line of their events, man, of how they run. So, it's been good working with them, and they've helped a lot kind of grow this event. So it's been cool.
And Josh, so you're talking about these local businesses that support your events, and that's where most of your funding comes from for some of these scholarships and things like that. New buyer comes in. I mean, those are your relationships, maybe yours and your dad's, and I know you're staying on board. But is that something you could see maintaining itself, even if you do eventually not have as much involvement?
All honesty, that's meetings that have to be had within the next week or two with them of how this event moves forward.
Yeah.
So, technically that event is ours, but so I don't know what we'll do with it moving forward.
Oh, okay.
We have had some discussions about it. And so, hopefully they're happy with how the event went. I think they are. And, the money we were able to make this year and put on a good race, and hopefully they would like to keep us on as the promoters, and we'll continue to make this thing grow and get bigger. And, but if we don't have that involvement with it, I don't know how that would go for them. Obviously it's, I don't think they can just walk into the business and have the same relationship my dad has with them.
Sure.
For sure.
And honestly, my dad has all the
swagger.
He's the one that's done all those relationships, right? Like my relationships on the race side, the track side with Harold and AMA and everybody, so,
well, I'm glad to hear that there
is
are more productive businesses there than just that pizza place, because that's all I ever hear about with Cara.
Cara's doing all right. They're doing better than ever, man. They're slowly getting a little bit better and better, and they've really embraced the motocross thing. They love the title of, fastest town in the world or whatever. So
heck, man, they should embrace it.
Motocross capital.
You guys have brought a lot of money to that town. I mean, people don't just spend money at your place. They go to the store and they go to the whatever's around there,
Well, and Star is a huge business at this point too, right? They pay a lot of tax dollars in this county. Them moving here was a pretty big deal. And, obviously, and then MTF and us. And now, Martin Costello has bought a track down the road at Zach Bell's old place, and it's called World Moto. So there's another training facility here in Cairo. So it's, it's kind of crazy, but we all make it work.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, have you ever had, you don't feel like you're undercutting your competition? Like, I feel like there's enough guys to go around in whatever style training you like. There's the MTFs, there's the clubs, there's, you guys, and I feel like there's enough to go around, and I feel like there's a certain style that you guys probably provide that maybe another facility might not, and it's, it all, whatever works for a certain rider.
Well, I can tell you, like previously, like what made our facility stand out from the others is kind of more the family aspect.
Yes.
When it was me and my family running it, and we had no employees during that time, it was always just us kind of running things, and we never got huge, because we would have had to bring on employees. So, yes, we would have brought in more money, but I would have had to spend more money to make that transit, or to grow. So we always kind of kept it, in the right range, I felt like, to make it work, and, and keep it fun for us over the years.
Yeah.
So
I've always thought that. And I said, if I were to send my kid, like, heaven forbid, I would never want to send my child anywhere without a parent with them. But if I had to, that's the spot I would send it, because I know there would be no BS. Ray and Terry and you guys would treat them like your own, and I could totally trust what's happening after hours.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people did, but we still didn't really take on many minors. We always made them have a guardian just for.
Good for you.
I don't blame you,
dude.
It just makes them accountable, man. And, having kids here without guardians, whether it's a brother or anybody that's over the age of 18, at least they had to answer to somebody.
Yeah.
And,
I think Garrett Marchbank
so
celebrated birthdays by himself, like in an RV somewhere.
Happy birthday to me.
I mean, he did all right. He's figured it out.
He's okay.
But
Yeah.
damn, dude, that's rough. God.
Hey, and Josh, like sometimes businesses don't sell when the owner is so integral that, because you're saying, we didn't add a ton of employees. We kept it small on purpose, and sometimes businesses like that they're not even sellable. So congrats to you guys for having a way to do that,
Well, in all honesty, we didn't sell the business. We sold the assets. You
yeah,
know?
well, you know what I mean. I mean,
Because yeah, but I mean, so like basically we built GPF into, you know, all these houses and stuff we have on the property, and then becoming a racetrack and the fencing and all the infrastructure, you know, that's what we sold. You know,
Yeah.
we
but it also
you
has a
know.
customer base with it. So,
yeah,
you know,
Yep.
technically, if a buyer could take a stab at that on paper and say,
Mm-hmm.
well, we can make this work. And because my fear would be, hey, man, these dudes train with Josh Woods, and you know, we're going to keep him on as a dozer operator or whatever, you know,
Mm-hmm.
your new role encompasses. But I mean, I know you have a new trainer down there. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? I mean, from a new buyer's perspective, it's pretty awesome that you made this deal happen.
Yeah, no, it's been good so far. Like I said, and Shea Bentley's been a great addition to the place, and he has a way different style of training than I do. You know,
Is it louder or anything?
Come on, boy, get that
Hey,
tire, boy. You
jeez.
doing good? Elbows up, you son of a bitch.
after watching him, I'm like, man,
I'm exhausted.
I think I've totally lost the enthusiasm for motocross because
Yeah.
I just don't have that energy, you know, to
Yeah, but
to
you're
holler,
low-key.
hoot and holler at these kids.
Dude,
but
you're low key.
it just-
K-Dub's pretty
Yeah.
damn wild too. That dude's older than we are, and he's still got a high level of energy.
Screaming,
there's-
yelling, throwing
everybody's
things.
different, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it works, man. The parents seem to love him, and the kids have taken to it. So, you know, it's going to be hard to see much. You know, we've had a good group of kids here. It's been such a short time, though. I don't know if we're going to see huge gains going into Minios next week.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to take. People are always looking for immediate results, man. But it's a, you know, it's a grind. Moto,
not the
you know,
game.
training for motocross and getting. Yeah, it's going to take time. You know, so the real results will start to show next year, I think. So
Hey, who do we have on? Not to interrupt you there, but we had somebody on that said, "I don't even like taking on." Maybe it's Jimmy Albertson or somebody, or talking about not really wanting to take on customers a week before Loretta's, and just because you can't do anything right, like you can't fix it in a week.
no,
You can make them tired.
no.
You know,
No,
right?
but with that being said, one of my best friends gave me great advice one time. He said, listen, Josh, if you don't tell them what they want to hear, they're just going to go to the next facility until they hear what they want to hear. So if they want to come for a week and they want their kid to, you know, train for Loretta's, then do the best you can with them, because if not, they're just going to give that money to somebody else.
I
That's
get
part of
that.
the deal. You got to capture the dream, right? You got to make them,
Yeah.
you know, make them think
Yeah.
they're helping their dream, and you just happen to know that it's so difficult to.
And it
achieve
might
the
help
dream.
Yeah.
their confidence a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're
For
not going
sure.
to change
No.
anything fundamentally, but if they spend a week with Josh Woods,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Their confidence
Or
is
Shea
probably,
Bentley or whoever.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
they're-
whatever's
they're-
happening now.
Yep.
you know, confidence is a huge part of motocross. So maybe that little bit does, you know what I mean? Of
Flip
course,
that
I'm
switch,
sure.
right?
Yeah, it's not like you were telling us a story, though, that you had somebody for a week and they went and won Loretta's, but
That's what I thought you were going to say. My good friend. I'm like, oh, it's somebody.
well, my
Rolled
good
in
friend
here
came
a
down
week
for a
and
week.
won.
He
I
won
was so
Loretta.
good for that week. He just smoked everybody at Loretta's. 1-1-1.
Yeah. Right. Hey, Josh, when you were a factory KTM rider, and it seems like you turned pro about the time of Ben Riddle, and you kind of went from KTM to Suzuki. Did Riddle's exit give you that opening towards Suzuki, or was that totally unrelated?
No, so I had a relationship with Suzuki. My first year racing pro in the US was with Suzuki.
Okay.
And so, you know, me and Riddle were rivals coming up through Loretta's, right? Like, we both won our first title in '98. You know, I won stock, he won mod. The year after that, I decided to race both 125 B classes because I wanted to race against the best, right?
Yeah.
I felt like even though I was a really good 250 rider, I chose not to ride it because I wanted to ride against all the best guys. And so, so I, you know, and then Riddle went on to win a couple titles that year. And then I think that's kind of when he got the Suzuki support going into 2000.
Yep.
And, you know, I started to fall behind a little bit because of my parents making me go to school. I had in 2000, I had a pretty bad injury, a wrist injury, racing up Montreal Supercross in Canada. And that set me back a little bit. And so I think Riddle went pro in 01.
Yep.
I went pro, but I had like a part-time deal with Mitch Payton. Me and Short had the same deal. We got to ride a couple Supercrosses and a couple outdoors for Mitch. I really didn't get to take advantage of the Supercross thing because I was in school and in Michigan, and I didn't get to ride all winter. You know, so
Stupid as hell, boy.
I mean, I don't
yeah,
know.
it was. Well, I remember going out to California to test the Pro Circuit bike, and first of all, the bike was so much faster than anything I'd ever ridden. It was crazy. And secondly, they took me out of the Cowie test track with nobody else out there, and they said, "Okay, here you go, learn how to hit loops."
Just figure it out.
And I'm
You
like,
should be good
yeah,
in a
go-
few minutes.
And I remember them yelling and going, "Just shift up higher, just shift, going into them, no big
You're
deal."
scared to death,
Right.
right?
Do what?
You're panicked.
Well, I remember Mitch getting mad. So I went to St. Louis Supercross. It was going to be my first Supercross, and there was a triple. It was really ruddy and soft there, and there was a triple that I was struggling to get over. I did it a couple times, but and you know I couldn't get the bike to pull third hitting it. And Mitch's like, just hit it in second. And I was like, you can do that? I was like, I didn't think 125 would make it in second gear.
Yeah.
He goes, well, this one has a different transmission
I
than
was
your
going to
bike.
ask,
And
did you have the right
It's
transmission
like-
to pull second?
Well, I didn't know that. I had no idea, you know, so it was steep learning curve, right? And I ended up getting hurt, and I split my elbow open, and you know that was the end of my Supercross season. But it was probably for the best. Honestly, I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You know, I just
That
didn't
sounds like
have
some-
enough time on a Supercross track.
That sounds like some Days of Thunder shit. Well, now, Cole, we got a special
So
set
transmission
of tires
that we
that are
saved.
staggered
Yeah.
special.
This here holds a gallon more fuel
They're
in the
like,
fuel line.
why did you try to hit that in second gear? Mitch said we had a special set of tires and a transmission.
That would hook up perfect. But hey, you're kind of describing it like nothing good ever happened, right? I mean, I know you're just talking about this one little episode, but
Yeah, no, I mean, we did good outdoor. I had some good rides. I got a national number that year. I think, you know, rode 3 outdoor nationals. I got national number 62.
yeah.
You know, and then, but I had to search for a ride that year, you know, and I ended up going to ECC Suzuki, which was a startup team. And
Oh yeah,
that was there's a lot
Bentley was on
of
that thing.
good stories.
at some point.
Maybe we do a longer podcast sometime. I can tell you some stories about team.
Yeah, I would
ECC,
love to
but-
hear about the Escondido Cycle Center and what all went out.
let's go.
Yeah.
We got nowhere to go, bro.
The savior of that year for me was Suzuki. You know, Cole Grass was running the team back then. So at the end of 01, I was going to that team. He says, "Hey man, I know you need some extra support. If you race Minios for me, I'll give you 3 bikes and parts and whatever else you need throughout the year. That way I didn't have to depend on the team to
That's what I
send me
would've been like,
stuff." And
what?
so, yeah. And so I went to Minio. I was like, okay, I'm going to go race Minios with national number 62. And,
Yeah.
No
and
pressure.
went there, and I went there and won every moto.
Oh,
you know,
heck
I think
yeah, dude.
Stuart beat me 1 moto on outdoor, and I beat him the second moto.
That's
and
so flipping epic.
it was
Which
I had a
one?
great
Which
weekend.
Stuart?
I made it from James.
2000s, James.
Damn.
Yeah, 2000.
That's
2001.
awesome.
I think he fell the second moto. We were battling pretty hard.
Listen,
you know?
man, don't get hung up in the details. Let's just leave it right
Yeah,
there.
let's just leave it at you beat
Well,
James Stewart.
Stuff on things.
Yes,
Yeah.
leave it on that. But tell us, you got to tell us at least one ECC story
Yeah, let's go.
Okay,
or
so
12.
so Mike Craig is the team manager.
Oh, that's all I need to
That's
hear.
all- yeah,
right
we're
there.
good. Thank
Good,
you. That's
that
cool. That's
was
a good story, man.
Stupid as hell, boy.
That's all I need to hear.
The Stingray is your team manager.
There you go. Yes, yeah.
Possibly go wrong.
I'm 18. You know,
Oh,
they
shit.
fly me out to California, and they're like, you know, okay, here's your bike, and I'm like, okay, where am I staying? Mike takes me to his house, and he's staying with 2 other guys. One was one of the mechanics for the team, and the other one was a ex-convict.
With felony charges.
I'm pretty sure he was a drug dealer at the time. I'm not sure though. And it was a 3-bedroom house, and I'm like, well, Mike, where am I staying? I was like, there's no furniture in the living room. There's not even a couch for me to stay on. Mike goes, oh no, we're gonna go to Costco and get you a bed.
You can sleep in this
So we go to-
lawn chair.
He bought a bunk bed to go over top of his bed. Right? So I had to share a room with Mike Craig.
That is awesome.
Keep going. Let's
I mean,
see.
it's not, but
if
it
anybody, if anybody knows how Mike is with women,
Oh,
right?
I've heard
Like,
stories.
He
He's wild.
can pull a lot of chicks. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
dude.
Like I was, so that was I was very naive.
So you
right?
were like
Fresh out of
Cameron
high
Man.
school.
So you had nosebleed seats to this whole deal up top, near the top row.
all the
dude.
time. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. All the
Dude,
time.
how can
It
you
was
can't
weird.
sleep when that's
Wait,
going
so
on?
all right, so he's just bringing ladies over. You're like, I guess I'm it's like Buku Arena Cross. Here we go.
It was, yeah. It was like sharing a room with your teammate at Booth.
Oh my God. And they're like, hey, Josh, you don't look so good. He's like, I haven't slept.
I haven't slept in 7 days, man.
All right, so you
Like, you're just
literally
here.
you live that life of just
Like,
like,
there's literally just
Mike,
banging going on all night.
like, be quiet. Just come on, dude.
Oh man, yeah, but great stories. It was
That
worth
is
it. It was
great,
worth it for
man.
all the
You're
good
right.
stories.
We do need a long version of this
Hey,
because
I can just picture like you just leaning over and the girls be like,
In your head,
oh, hey Josh.
and your head's like, your hair's
your
like
hair's hanging down. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sexy American girlfriend.
Like long duck dong.
That's right.
Yes.
He's staring.
That's a 16 Candles reference,
Oh,
Josh.
that's
You're
so
probably
good.
not old enough.
Dude,
Oh my God.
you, I can picture you just hanging down, like leaning down, and your eye
you
level with
hurry
Mike
up?
Craig.
Could you hurry up? I gotta pee.
I have practice.
I got
tomorrow.
practice in the morning. We're testing suspension.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
That is classic.
he tried to hook me. He tried to hook me up a couple of times, and I was
Okay.
just like,
Good man.
but I was just so naive, man. I had no idea. Like I was,
He's like,
grew up in Michigan and fresh out of high school, and here I'm in Southern California, and and
The
Mike
Stingray slinging chicks your
It's
way.
too bad you didn't know Nick Blackman, our guy here on the show.
Yeah.
He would have
Nick was not
advised you.
naive.
Yeah,
Nick
he would
was-
have advised you.
He was 14, like banging college professors. Like,
So-
he was just out of control.
I can just picture Craig in a set of dishwashing gloves going, hey Josh, you want to finish this off?
dishwashing gloves.
Just buck naked, pair of
We're
rubber
Naked with
dishwashing
huge
gloves.
dishwashing
Why,
gloves.
I'd be like, hey, why are you wearing gloves? What is happening down here? Are you
what
birthing
is
a
so
calf?
risky that you've got to wear elbow deep gloves?
Are you pulling calves out
Yes,
of
is there a
Hereford's?
newborn calf?
And B, I got to practice tomorrow.
Bro,
Yeah.
so do you. You got to be there with me, dude.
Craig's like, you always circle back to this practice. What? I don't even know what you're talking about.
God,
I don't
didn't
know what
do
you're
it.
talking about. It's really interfering with my sex life.
Way to kill a boner, bro.
So dumb.
Oh my God.
Stupid as hell, boy. Yeah, so obviously that's the tip of the iceberg. That's just the first thing he
And I
thought
can-
of real
right,
quick.
I can tell by that laugh that Josh has seen a lot
a
more.
lot of business.
He's seen a lot of things.
Oh,
yeah,
snarly.
it's been
He can recognize
Yeah,
Mike Craig's
lots
ass
of
from
crazy
500
stories.
yards. Like you see just a 500 yards off, just a naked
All they
ass.
have
You
is
got-
this black and white photo of a dude that robbed
I
his
know
store
that
running
ass.
away. He's like, oh, that's Mike Craig.
I hear. So the defendant was seen like you have to. They bring them in because that was what they used in court. And
So
they
put
got
their
5
butt
men
cheeks
lined
up,
up out
yeah.
there. It's sounding right there, Mike
Yeah.
Craig.
How do you
Stingray.
know that? Look,
I
trust
know.
me, man, I know.
Trust me, I know.
Hey, Josh, what about several times you had some seconds and things like that in Supercross? How close were those to being wins? Or like tell us about the one at Anaheim, maybe.
yeah, I kind of want to say it was super close to getting away. It was a mud race. It was a nasty mudder at Anaheim.
Yeah.
And
05, right? I was,
was-
there at that
05
one. Me and
was
you were
mine.
there.
Yeah.
yeah, it was kind of a survival race, So, and to be honest, the bike I was on was not good. We really struggled with that bike. It just struggled with the team, to be honest.
Yeah.
And my relationship with that team didn't last very long. We made it to the first 5 rounds or something like that, and we had a falling out, and I ended up going to a different team for the rest of the year. But
He thinks he's better than everybody.
well, that
Kevin
was
with the drops.
I mean,
No,
well,
I'm just,
I
hey,
came- I
just
came-
so you know, I'm
I
hitting
came
buttons
from-
on my soundboard. These are already pre-done things that I just think of as you're saying stuff.
And he don't think that you think
No,
you're better
it
than
just
everybody.
makes me laugh. I just think the guy listening goes, well, he thinks he's better than everybody else. That's why he wasn't being on that team. Only rode 5 races. Thought he's so much better.
No, he would have loved to have
Hey,
done all 17
No, he's
rounds.
like, out of this team, I don't know how this team even functions. I don't know how you guys think I'm supposed to sleep without somebody having sex under me.
Yeah, he's mad because it's too quiet at night.
Some people have like
It's
the
so quiet.
sound
white
machine.
noise or whatever. He's
Mike Craig noise.
Mike Craig.
Yeah, the Mike Craig noise is playing in the background. I just can't
All
sleep
right.
without the rhythmic
the brown
sounds.
noise.
It's the same noise like that guy in Forrest Gump when he was with his mom.
Yeah. He does it on the porch when the guy's leaving. The sales guy or whatever. Hey, Josh, out of all those bikes that you got, I think the KTM was the no link KTM, maybe the PDS or whatever, and then
KTM.
the KTM. Which one of those bikes did you like the most? Like out of the bikes that you were given, with support.
Honestly, that first generation 450 Suzuki, I love that bike. Man, that bike worked so good. Once we got it figured out,
Hey, you're
it
in
took a
luck. They
little
still
bit.
sell it.
It's got different. It doesn't even
If you
look the
like
same.
it, you can go buy one right now for $59.99.
with $3,000 worth of extras.
True.
I don't know. Maybe I have a soft spot for Suzuki's, man. But I love that bike. It was a 4-speed motor. It was, and honestly, who uses fifth gear on a 450?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So like a 4-speed transmission is perfect for fucking motocross.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to me that everybody,
Well, that's for the dudes that ride them to
and I'm
work
sure
later.
I'm sure. Yeah. So, and I'm sure the factory bikes only have 3 or 4 gears. So,
Yeah.
but it was a great bike stock. Honestly, didn't have to do much to it, and it was and a good handling bike. We may or may not have been cheating a little bit with the chassis that year, but in 05 at the end of 05. But
Tell me about it.
It was a
Let's
good
go.
bike, and
You're beyond the
just-
statute of limitations, dude. Let's go. It's 20 years ago.
drilling holes on the inside of the frame and just trying to make it flex more, and different motor mounts, which motor mounts are legal, but we had a lot of heat issues with the bike. The fuel would boil so bad inside the carburetor. We had to come up with a lot of different modifications for that. I remember Ricky was riding the 450 that year too, but Suzuki used their works exemption rule in 05. So Ricky's frame and motor mounts were different than ours. His motor mounts went straight up, where ours kind of boxed the carburetor in. And it took us about half of the outdoor season to figure out that what was actually happening, that it was just getting so hot within the confines where the carburetor was that it would boil the fuel. So once we figured that out, we, started looking at Ricky's bike and coming up with these heat shields and trying to copy some of the stuff that he did. And we came up with these different motor mounts that actually had they were triangle with a hole in the middle, so a little air would get through. And we rerouted the fuel line and got rid of the petcock and did a couple different things. But anyway, we finally got the bike figured out, and it was really good after that. But it was always funny because that year Suzuki had their Japanese engineers at pretty much every race, and they were always coming over to look at our bikes because I think they were just curious of what the privateer guys were doing, although they never gave us any advice on how to make it better, especially when we were having trouble. But
what is
but it was
Josh
cool.
Woods doing? His bike is much better. Independent.
Kevin knows about Japanese interaction, so he's really an expert. And he probably has a gong somewhere that he could, say things get crazy at the
Let's
Japanese.
go, Josh Woods. Oh, very nice.
It's a very serious interview, dude.
Yeah, we're very serious about that. I am a little bit
No, I
serious.
am.
Like he's acting like that's cutting edge, but Shane Nally, who was
Dude.
Kudrowski's mechanic,
He
he's
goes,
like, no,
we
man.
cheated like hell. He said it.
He's describing
and he told us.
every mod
I'm like, yes.
known to man of oversized everything, and bore stroke, whatever cam. It didn't matter. Whatever isn't legal, that's what we're running.
And
So-
Keith Turpin's dad, same thing. He had a different carburetor than what all the
Maybe
other
a
bikes had.
pipe too. He had something, and he
then
was
the Japanese
pulling the
technicians,
other
He
team
ran
riders.
a Honda carburetor
on his factory.
And yes,
Factory
Josh, he
bike.
said carburetor. It's a carburetor.
There's no R in his. It's Cobb.
Josh
C-O-B.
Josh is in South
carburetor.
Georgia.
He does hear the South Georgia.
Well, I say that. What carburetor you running on that there
They're
black
missing
house?
plenty of R's down there in South Georgia.
Get me one of the boys over here to fix this.
I say, boy.
Yeah, but they were cheating like crazy. So it's. I mean, what you're describing sounds like just we're trying to fix something more so than true cheating.
Is that
I mean,
is that the way
yeah,
you
we're trying
justify
to fix a problem. Here.
Trying to fix how slow our bikes are, if you will. So
Well, boiling fuel is different than horsepower. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah. So the Suzuki was one of your favorites, and then that KTM, it was amazing everywhere, right? Except for the whoops was like,
yeah. So 03, our bike was amazing. We had the fastest bike on the track. It was even a little faster than the Pro Circuit bike. In the 125, actually was pretty decent in the whoops.
He
like,
thinks he's better than
And-
everybody. Yeah.
Sorry.
and it was okay for me. I actually was pretty fast in the whoops most of the time.
Yeah.
So I rode 125 West, and then when the series came east, they asked me to ride the 250 two-stroke because I think Langston had already gotten hurt, and they really wanted to just develop the bike more than anything. And I guess I was giving them a little better data than the other guys, so they asked me to ride it, and that bike was fast, crazy fast. In fact, the first time I rode it was at Atlanta Supercross, or first race I rode it. I went out to California, I tested for 2 days, and then went to Atlanta. And the crazy sticky dirt at Atlanta, the bike was so fast I couldn't ride it. I was like, man, they had to put a flywheel weight on it just so I could freaking keep the
It's
front
like
wheel
popping
down.
wheelies. Yeah, that dirt is insane.
crazy.
It has mega traction.
Yeah. So it was super cool, and I learned a ton about testing bikes and setup, and honestly, like that was the first time I really learned how much chassis made a difference in suspension. Not just changing clickers, like by changing motor mounts and changing this, like the bike reacts different, or different size axles, and different metals and whatnot. So it was kind of unlimited budget with them, which was cool because we just tried everything. And so it was all about just making the bike better. They didn't really care what place I got.
That's cool.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was fun. I won a heat race at Daytona on that bike, which was fun. And then the shock blew out in the main event, but it was and suspension was scary. And so what we learned about not having a linkage is the more weight you added to it, the worse it was. And it was because it was more about a rebound effect, right? If it went all the way through the stroke, right? And honestly, I didn't really put this together until after that, right? But with no linkage, when the bike bottoms out, all of that energy has to go somewhere, and it's coming straight back and hitting you in the butt,
straight to the rear seat or the back of the seat.
To your coccyx.
He was waiting to say that.
I've been holding on to that word.
Go ahead, Josh.
If you ever see what a linkage does, right? Like when a bike bottoms out, linkage flexes.
Yeah.
It's not a lot, but that's absorbing a ton of energy. So they don't get the recoil effect that a KTM would. And then on top of that, KTM's had round tubing framing back then, and so the 125s didn't flex too bad, but when we got on the 250s, the frames flexed so much that the frames had a recoil effect to them. And so, I just learned a ton about doing that stuff. And then fast forward to 2005, KTM went to oval tube framing. The frames got a lot better. Year or two after that, they went to linkage, and
the rest is history.
That's when they started winning races.
Yeah.
So
you're going to take credit
cool.
for all those races they won. After
it was all KTM owes me so much money. It's
I
crazy.
guarantee you had some effect.
Sounds like it.
They
the
learned.
Josh Woods effect.
It's a JW.
Have you ever-
GWE.
Have you ever met anybody that like has no clue in terms of setup? Like they can haul ass on a dirt bike at a elite level, but in terms of translating and telling a technician like, "Hey man, you need to do this, do that." Like, who is the worst you've ever seen at that?
I mean, that's pretty much everybody nowadays. Seems like
You think
and these kids are. It's because they don't work on their bikes,
Amateurs,
right? Like, like as a kid, my dad. So when I turned 14 or 15, my dad's like, "Okay, here's a toolbox. You need to learn how to work on your bike. You keep your practice bike running. I'll work on your race bikes, and the bike blows up, I'll fix it." And I just learned how to work on my bike, maintain my bike, take the motor out, swap suspension. And the more you kind of do that stuff, the more you start getting understanding of how everything works and whatnot. So it's just it's what Wygant was missing his entire life. was
Yes.
he didn't get to work on
Getting
his
kicked
dirt
out of the
bikes.
damn garage.
But how do you fix that though? These kids are all still going to turn pro, and they still have to translate what they're
They
feeling.
need a
to
dad
tell
who's got a
somebody.
hard
It's
nose.
It's crazy. Yeah. You got to have deep pockets, and also you got a full time mechanic, and it's crazy how little these kids know about bikes nowadays. And
That'd be hard as a mechanic, or like
Yeah, I
or
wanna kill these
a
kids.
suspension guy,
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
trying
because
to
they're not
Yes.
trying to tell you something, and you don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, what's it doing? I don't
It's
know.
making me bounce off the track, you idiot. You saint it.
But like Will
punching me in the coccyx.
Hahn said last week, his dad made him work on his own bikes and top ends and maybe suspension rebuilds and stuff like that. I think it's helpful for a pro to know what they've been riding and then take the thing apart and see what it looks like. Like, oh crud, like this thing was dangerously close to whatever. And I think you gain some respect for the machine. You also gain knowledge of how, man, I need to do certain things sooner, you know, and that can ultimately make you understand how the thing works.
Yeah, that's what he's saying too, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Don't repeat anything else he said.
Yeah. Well, and Josh, you know, basically
thinks
that
he's
one
better than
time he was in
everybody.
that room with Mike Craig and
Hey, so let's go to Buku Arena Cross. I feel like Wes Kane was largely responsible for you two for just showing up. I think they went through 9 different guys before
Wes
you
Kane?
got there.
yeah. No, you've said this.
it was that was a crazy story in itself. Yeah, you know, I was here at GPF training for some off-season races that I had lined up, and was riding an old kind of wore out 450 on my Supercross track, and kind of waiting to finalize whatever I was going to do for the following year. And this was back when the series started in October. And I get a call one night from Cole Gress saying, "Hey man, what have you been up to?" And this would have been on a Thursday night, Thursday afternoon maybe. And Arena Cross started Friday. Friday at noon was practice in Fort Worth, Texas. And so Cole says, "Hey man, what do you think about racing this weekend?" I was like, "Well, where at?" He goes, "Oh, Fort Worth tomorrow night." You know, and Fort Worth's about a 12-hour drive from here, 13-hour drive. And I was okay, well, what am I racing? And he goes, "Well, you know, you ride both classes in the Buku series, and you know, we have a 252 stroke and for the 450 class, and a 254 stroke for the 250 class, and a 252 stroke for the 450 class." And I was like,
Stop it.
I go, "Cole, man," I haven't rode a 2-stroke in like 3 years. So let me call you back. And so like I call my dad, and I talked to my dad for a while, and I talked to some of the other guys here, and I'm like, you know, what can I do different? And I said, okay. So I came up with a plan, called Cole back, and I said, "Yeah, I'll come do it, but I'm going to drive there, and I'm going to bring my own bike, and I'm going to ride a 450 instead of your 252 stroke."
Stuff on
And
bikes.
I had a couple kids here who were like, "Yeah, man, we'll take you. We'll drive you there. It'd be cool." So I had 3 kids. They were like 17, 18, you know, and
They
hopped
what?
in a van, and they drove all night. I slept for a couple hours, I think, but
Yeah.
showed up the next day. We kind of rigged up some graphics on my bike that didn't fit, but whatever we did.
Like
They
electrical
actually
tape.
went-
Take
Your
some scissors.
electrical tape number 1.
They had to go to the local bike shop and buy numbers. And
They what?
I wore Brad Hegseth's gear, and we just put duct tape over the name and number on the back.
it, dude. They what?
And yeah, and I won both 450 main events that weekend.
Yes. Of course you did, man.
Well, think about
I
it.
showed out the bike. The bike was dirty. It had a silver front wheel and a black rear wheel, and it was.
so
hybrid.
pegs were
It was
bent
pretty-
down.
That's a hybrid. If you had, just think about it. If he calls you on Thursday, it's a 12-hour drive, and you basically had
Yeah.
24 hours to get there. So
Yeah,
you,
we rolled in. We rolled in there at like 11 a.m. on.
Oh, my
on,
gosh.
On Friday.
So you had 1 hour.
Yeah, it was cutting it close. Yeah.
Stupid as hell, boy.
Not to mention you
Yeah.
drove all night with 17 and 18-year-olds.
Some kids reading a map.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't even have
That was my-
smartphones this time. At this point,
Not hardly. Yeah.
No,
dog. They
it
got
was
an
my
Atlas.
first it was my first like real arena cross experience too, right? So, you know, won a couple main events, left there with the points lead.
$6,000
Saturday night after
in
the
your
race
bucket.
over, the Moose like, hey, I'm having a party at my house because he lived in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
So somehow I ended up at his house. We went to a strip club that night, and I got the full Arena Cross experience on my first weekend.
Dude,
and the Demuth experience.
Yes,
too.
that was,
It was fun.
you went all in like red
just
limited
redlined it.
for sure because
Yeah.
like the driving all night classic, everybody's done it.
Exhaustion.
Bikes are just janky, different color
Sketchy.
wheels. You're riding a 2-stroke or 4-stroke, and you fucking,
Switching back and
and
forth,
this dude
motor to
wins
motor.
both 450 mains, like, and you come away with some cash, like, oh, I'm in, dude.
Yeah, let's go to
I'm
the
down
strip
with this
club.
program. Let's go.
The Moose like, come on, man, you
Yeah.
can crash with me. You're like, where's the bunk bed?
Yeah, I'm used to the top.
I've
bunk.
heard.
Yeah,
We
I
so
can,
cool.
but I'm on top.
What are you talking about?
They're
dude?
like, man, what is Josh saying? Why does he always
don't get it,
claim
man.
that? That's great, man. So good.
Oh God, that was so. I feel like that's the Arena Cross experience in every. You can almost feel that coming through the television when you watch Arena Cross on
Bro,
television.
I'll tell you this.
They're there for the party.
What I have heard and about other series and what we experienced from Buku Arena Cross, I would put those 2 years of my life that have shaved probably 10 years off my life against anything I've ever experienced in my life. I saw so many naked people there. It's just insane. Dude,
It'll never happen again. There's just no way.
I don't think so.
I don't think that'll ever. A series like that will never happen again. It was wild. It was
good. So what
it
we
was-
need,
yeah.
we need the Stingray stories and then this Buku. We need like a
dude, me and
full-
Wes Kane, we had little house parties at our little hotel room. There would be 45 people jumping on beds,
Oh, my
just
God.
going insane. I'm like, what is happening in this room? I'm like, nobody's. We'd all have to go home. I had to go home to a 5-year-old and a 7-month-old baby. Hey, buddy, Daddy.
Sorry,
loves
my
you.
voice sounds like a
Daddy's
monster.
so tired. The things I've seen. Dad looks like he's been through war. He has.
Why do you have a black eye?
Titties.
Oh,
That's great, man.
Yeah, there are things.
So at some point, Josh, you circled back to a Honda after the Suzuki years. What was going on there? How did that go down?
Well, so I went Honda in 05 and then right back to a
That was
Suzuki
the
after
5
a couple
race.
races.
So that you were
Yeah,
on a Honda when you got second in Anaheim.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then
Then
I
right
rode a
back to
couple more
Suzuki.
races for them, and then I was back on a Suzuki.
Yeah.
Kind of finished my racing days on a Suzuki.
I think that's
So,
what most people picture you on. I know the KTM thing was a factory effort and all that was cool, but for some reason I think of you and Suzuki. That's what made me link you and Riddle together for some reason.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I was all Team Green all through my amateur days, and then 1 year with Suzuki, 2 with KTM, short stint with that Honda team, and then back on Suzuki. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only see you on Suzuki in my mind. That's what I see. You. I don't see you naked. I never saw you naked. So props to you.
Good job.
Never saw Josh Woods.
Way to
naked.
hold the line, Josh.
Yeah,
you did
dude.
good.
I
'Cause
was-
if he
I was
saw
good.
you,
Now I picture Craig doing something wrong and Josh having to describe to a sketch artist, like a police sketch
and he
artist.
had one leg
His
up
ass-
on this
Hey.
top of a lamp, and it was smoking his ankle meat.
Hey, I'll give you one story
Mike-
that I
yeah.
can talk about from Buku. It's from Reading, Pennsylvania, which is the all-time.
oh gosh,
Wow. You still remember?
there was a club in the hotel.
Yes, sir. There was.
The
Oh,
only
that's
club
perfect.
in town was in the hotel.
was in the hotel, and we're like, "Oh, all right, we're shutting down." Like, no, you're not. West goes, "We're doing it back. We're going back to our place." So we have who's the guy that did freestyle? What's his name? Damn it, factory Yamaha rider for freestyle.
Trevor
Trevor Vines and his fiance. Where everybody's back there, and at some point, I'm gonna go to another round. There's another round where the front desk lady winds up in Wes Kane's bed, and I come in. Was that Reading?
That was Reading.
Okay, well, this
Yeah, I
is
think
The front desk
okay.
lady.
Okay, well, I
Did
go.
y'all just forward the calls to the room?
Yeah, so did everybody.
She's still answering the phones
Hey,
up there.
Nobody got a wake up call the next day.
All I know is
I don't know if this story is safe for radio.
no, it's
you
It
know?
going to be
don't
because I'm not
matter,
going to. No, I'm not going beyond a certain point. I promise you
Okay,
that.
okay.
So I come in and Wes is in the. It looks like the lady from Mr. Roper. You remember, Three's Company.
Three's Company?
Not Three's Company.
Yeah,
who's the
Miss
guy?
Roper.
Who's the guy that had the hand cow? You remember the guy that was a.
Yeah, it's the family. I know what you're talking
But
about.
anyway, there's a redheaded woman.
Ted Knight was on the show.
there's a redheaded woman in Wes Kane's bed, and I come in to get. I'm so tired. I'm like, I'm just gonna lay down here, and Wes Kane goes, "Hey, go say hey to my friend. Go get in there." I said, "Do not get in this bed."
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
He tells her to go say hey.
Yes,
to you.
I'm like, negative. Do not come in my. Nope. And I have to like get off of me. And 12 hours later,
and
there
she's the front desk lady.
front desk lady.
12 hours later, Kevin's sitting in the shower crying.
Nope. None of that ever
Pour
happened.
ice on me, Wes.
I promise
Just
you
pour
that.
it on there.
I promise you that. All I know is, what's his name from Babbitt's walks by our room. Our door is open. It's been open for 12 hours because it's been a.
Well, there's just no reason to shut it.
25
You're at a
people-
hotel.
No.
It's safe.
And what's his name?
Miss
Denny-
Roper's not shy.
Yeah, it's Denny Bartz. He sticks his head in. He goes, "Oh my God." And that's all he says. He's on his way to get a flight. I'm like, dude, I can't help it.
That wasn't that lady's first time.
You don't think? No,
leaving her
joke.
front desk duties.
No joke.
I don't know.
Nobody checked in for
half the
hours.
hotel, nobody checked in.
No towels, no
61 people missed their flight.
Yes.
No wake up calls.
That was the all-time longest night, and that was the night I remember when I had to fly home
Dude,
to my kids.
I guarantee you've told
and-
me stories from this. I just didn't know that's where it was.
Holy shnikes, dude!
You told me about this 15 years
but
ago.
I gave you way more detail.
I
than
totally
was.
picture Kevin just sitting in the shower, wet, just
crying
crying.
like hell.
I was ready to be. I was
Trying
so-
to be a good person.
so
I just
tired.
wanted to be a good man.
I watched Ryan Nolan. We're in Chicago. This guy, I'm dancing. We're just all dancing. We would come into these little cities, and we'd all roll in.
Just tap the club, boy.
It's no joke. I'm talking about we'd all roll in together, the crew and the riders, on a Friday or a Thursday night, and just take over these little places. And Ryan goes, "Watch out, Ryan Nolan." He's like, "Hey man, this guy's he wants to fight you." I'm like, "What?"
Wants to fight
And
Kevin
Ryan
Kelly.
Nolan was a hockey player, and he goes, "Watch out, watch out!" And he grabs me, he throws me out of the way, and he proceeds to beat the absolute shit out of this guy with a broke arm. Pop! He punches him so many times.
Dude, he had a cast.
He had a cast, and then he rips his shirt off, and he has
Oh,
a
that's
white
what you
tank
do.
top underneath. There's blood on the initial shirt. Pulls that off, and he just continues to dance. And there's a dude laid out.
Yes.
Security's trying to take this dude. Like who did that?
I like that Kevin Kelly's oblivious.
I had no
that
idea.
a dude wants to fight him.
I'm
Kevin's
having
just
the
trying to
greatest
do
night
his
of my night.
dances.
I'm looking at this
Of
from
my
a different
life.
angle. What if that guy thought he knew Kevin and he was just walking up to talk
And he
to
got
him?
beat up.
Oh, he just wanted to say hey to Kevin.
Hey man, and then he got beat up by
Hey,
Ryan
Kevin,
Nolan.
that's Kevin Kelly. And he gets the shit beat out of him.
That's the
You
last
lived that,
time.
dude. You lived that whole deal. It was so fun. I'm so glad Wes got you. Like I feel like he was major league involved with getting you there.
Yeah, I think he was one of the ones that suggested it. And I would like to think I was probably pretty high on Cole's call list.
Sure.
I don't know if I was the first one he called, but I know Buddy Antonez had his reservations about me because he really didn't know me. Other than we raced a little bit together in 2002, but I don't know if he even remembered me. But Buddy was the team owner at the time, and so kind of met him for the first time when I showed up Friday morning, and I remember him having the conversation with him, man, just we don't really care what place you get, man. We just want you to, get some finishes in and make it the main events. And I'm like, I go, I'm here to win. And he's like, oh, well, don't get too cocky. He's like, don't get too cocky. Don't get too cocky. These guys. And I'm like, okay. So, yeah.
He's like trying to knock you down. Like,
And
hey
you
man,
won.
you notice his front rim's silver and the rear one's gold.
Thinks he's better than
or
everybody
black
else.
or whatever you said.
Yeah.
Like, look, man, don't have a lot of expectations.
Your rims don't even match. Bro,
Antonez
so chill
is
out.
trying to beat his own team riders down.
Yeah.
you're
Antonez,
not
listen, I
gonna
don't know
win,
much
dude.
about you except for Mike Craig says you're a solid sleeper. You can sleep through anything.
That's on his resume these days.
Sleeps well
Dude,
with
hey,
others.
you actually probably can sleep good. You sold the stress attack of GPF, and you have
You survived
conditioned yourself to sleep through any
to a massive
type
amount of
moaning.
lovemaking below you.
You could be an earthquake researcher.
Dude, I can promise you, I
Sleep
wouldn't
right
sleep.
through.
I'd look like a zombie. I'd be like, man,
Mike, you about done down there? I got to go to
I
bed.
could not sleep if somebody's
Hurry
doing
up.
things like this.
Dude, I'm dying for a bowl of cereal. Would you hurry up?
We got to
Yes.
add another story to these bunk beds so I can get away. From
Another
all that
story.
noise.
Josh is installing insulation
They
under his bed.
retrofitted rear shocks to the
He's got linkage on his
The bunk bed.
so he doesn't feel all this.
this damn KTM linkage
He's
is killing
square
me. We gotta
tubing
get
on
some.
this damn bed, man.
God.
The next person that stayed with Mike, they had oval tubing and linkage.
So the frame would be stronger on the bed.
They had the JWE on his bunk beds too, just like the KTM.
Josh
Woods
Woods
effect.
Effect. Yes, I couldn't think of what the E was. Yeah, exactly.
That's so good.
So, Josh, do you ever get back on the bike sometimes, or like what's your life like as a vet rider these days?
Once or twice a year, you know, but I have twin 12-year-olds.
Yep.
So they keep me pretty busy. You know, and my son rides a little bit. He's not super into it, you know, but
Good.
it's just something we can go do as a family and have fun at the races. And
Yeah.
we'll do some of the winter AMs and a couple other races. And, you know, we have fun. So my daughter loves going to the racetrack as well. She's got tons of friends, you know, and, but yeah, so basically just taking care of them, and you know they're doing a couple school sports. They do really well in school.
That's good.
They got into like an honors school this past year, and so that's been kind of good, and a learning transition for them with that. But yeah, I'm super lucky to have great kids and great family to help me, great support system around us, and
Yeah.
you know, and I you know owe it all to my upbringing from my parents, and
Heck yeah.
you know, getting us started with GPF. And my dad, when we built GPF, my dad had the foresight to say like, hey man, like you're making a little bit of money, why don't you become a partner? You know, so when we started GPF, there was 5 partners. It was me, my dad, and 3 other dads.
Wow.
And then, you know, me and my dad just kind of bought out the partners over the years and built it to what it is. So it was kind of, you know,
Yeah,
a
you're
blessing,
right in the middle
you
of
know.
a pro career when all that's kind of forming and going down.
It's pretty smart.
It is smart. Yeah. I was looking out for you.
I have a story about one of your partners. One of your partners might be the richest human being I've ever met. All time, old man Charbonneau.
Yeah.
That dude
Yeah.
has those T-Rex trucks. You ever seen T-Rex trucks? They're like the tires are 15 feet tall. I don't know how many he has, 14 of them, 100 of them. I don't know. He built all the highways up in the Northeast, right?
Yeah.
Is that right, Josh?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he had a massive business up in New Hampshire.
Yes, and I remember going to dinner with him, and I remember ordering the tour of Italy.
Oh, just live it up.
Yeah, just like the
Kevin
money
just
grows
going,
on
oh, hell, I'm
trees.
going to eat good tonight.
Mr. Charbonneau was going, no, I had the tour of Italy because I did not anticipate anybody paying for my dinner. It's $20.
Oh, okay. I was
And
thinking
I had
this was
some
expensive.
sweet tea. Well,
you son of a
all the other
bitch.
folks, including Mr. Charbonneau, the richest human I've ever been, ever.
Yeah.
They had, I'm talking about thing after thing.
Just
of
bring the
wine,
lobster and then throw it away.
Everything kept coming. And they go, oh yeah, we'll just split it between me, Wes, and all of you. I'm like, bro, I ate $24 worth of food.
Yes, my sweet tea
This
bumped it to
motherfucker
24.
drank $500 worth of wine. The richest human. When I say this
And
man's
y'all
worth,
going to split it equal.
correct, and I'm like, this dinner cost me like $200
That
for
is
the tour of
terrible.
Italy, and it's the richest man I've never had dinner with a man that's more rich than that man.
Yeah.
Ever.
I thought you were going to say he paid for your dinner. So no,
No.
you had to.
Yeah, that's why I thought I was
No,
saying like
I-
you're living it up.
No, that's what I'm. I
They
was.
you got
lived it up.
shafted.
And
I
you paid
did
the
not
price.
expect it, but I know me and Wes talk about that to this day. I'm like, this motherfucker. He's the richest human being I've ever met. He's worth hundreds
I didn't know
of
that
millions.
story.
They
Yes.
bring the lobster. He's like, nah, that would no look good. Throw it away.
Yeah,
Throw it away.
Just keep
Charge
on
me
my
for it.
tab.
Bring me another one.
Divided by 5. I'm like, you bastard, dude.
I will say if you ever met Rick Charbonneau, you'd never know he had that kind of money, right? Like until
Fair
you
enough.
really know like
Fair
what he's
enough.
doing.
I get
But,
that.
like,
Kevin definitely
I
didn't
felt that.
experience any.
I lived that.
you'd go to their house and either a very normal house, and
That man's worth
you know,
$250 million, I know, or more.
he's got to be worth a lot. Yeah. So he turned that business into something pretty incredible.
Yeah,
So.
by stepping on the necks of poor
Kevin
little
Kelly.
schmucks
of
like me.
announcer guys trying to order tour.
Every
events.
meal, I always.
You know, I made my first million when I stabbed this dude at a restaurant, for,
Stuck Kevin Kelly for $176 on his tour of
and that
Italy.
bumped me over $1 million. He was at 9,900,000.
Oh, that's so good.
Kevin, my first ever podcast was with, remember Chad? Me and Chad Charbonneau came in the studio
That's right.
before your race.
Yes.
We were going to do, what was it, a 4-stroke national at your
Yes.
track at Bremen.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you
And
named
me and Chad came in studio.
Kelly
and,
Smith
yeah,
or somebody was
Yeah,
there.
you
too.
named the jump, the Mexican.
the Mexican.
Oh,
There
that
you go.
thing stuck.
Yes,
That's
and
what
and
it's called.
And it's the Mexican one way, and it was called the what was it called?
It was
something the backwards.
Gringo.
No, it's the no that what's the name for a brother? Nino.
Hermano. Hermano is brother.
Yeah, something like that. So it was the Mexican one way, and then the something the other
brother.
way. Because Josh took his winnings.
Nino is like child.
Dang it!
It was
Male
Halloween.
Yes.
It was Halloween, and so we went straight back home to South Georgia, which we're an hour or 45 minutes from Tallahassee. We ended up going out in Tallahassee for Halloween and splurged a little bit, probably after Kevin paid me all that money.
Yeah.
And he called
But,
it. He
it
dressed
was-
up as a Mexican, so we named the jump the
I was
Mexican. After that.
Yeah.
That's how the Mexican name came.
It's stuck. Is that the long tabletop in the back section?
No, it's a big ass jump up the hill by my dad's shop.
It was.
That's
it
what
was
I'm
a
talking
massive
about.
trip.
It was aimed
was
right
big.
at your dad's shop.
Yes,
That's the one I'm-
118 foot.
Yeah, that's a
upfield.
big one, dude.
Yeah, we could
So
never
was I
say
the
that
first?
now.
I was the first one to do it.
You were, and we're like,
Yeah,
yeah, Josh Woods over the Mexican. Yeah. You could say all that stuff. You cannot do that now.
Yes. Oh, that was great, man. Those are good
was big.
times to be able to name it that.
Awesome.
It's cool.
Well, dude, I think we're to a good stopping point.
No,
No.
we got the
Oh
top
no, sorry. There we
6 questions.
go. Yep. So it's 5 questions, but it's really 6.
Yeah, because we're too dumb. We put them all down, and then once we wrote them all down, we realized there were 6,
There
and
you go.
it was supposed to
Yeah.
be the top 5. So it's the top.
Yeah,
5.
Josh, and just answer these, man. This is a no judgment zone. So
If it happened at
Okay.
Buku, just
yeah,
do
if it happened at Buku, it's still no judgment.
That's right. So
Got it.
the first one, not everybody likes to answer. The young guys don't ever answer this one. But who was your first kiss?
Gosh, it was high school. Girl I dated in high school. Yeah, should have been.
What's her name? We need
Her
to
name
look
was
her up.
Amanda. Amanda Mason.
Okay.
We're gonna look her up on Facebook.
Hey, you're
right
one
now.
of the few to throw down a name. Most people
Yeah.
are like, I don't remember.
I don't know. Everybody remembers. I'm
Will
sorry.
Hahn could not remember the dude's
You know,
name.
you're a liar.
Let me tell you what the
Yeah.
problem with that is, because the chances that they held on to their looks are very, very slim.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you look her up,
Dude, I'm not looking any of
and then
these up.
like
Amanda
she's-
Mason. Look her up. Where's she at? Michigan.
Stop
Yes. No. This
I'm
happened to
pretty,
me one time.
pretty sure she has a different name now, but
Yes.
This happened to me one time. There was a girl in my high school that was a ballet dancer, so her body was insane.
Yeah.
Right? And so
I'm talking insane body.
well, and
Insane in the
and super flexible.
Yes.
So,
Imagine that.
but then like 10 years later,
Ooh.
a buddy of mine says, "Hey, said girl is here. We were at a party. She's on the other end of the house, whatever."
You can hear her breathing.
she kept eating like she had ballet class every day, but she didn't have no more ballet
I
class.
went around there and things had changed.
She's got a buffet class.
And so then my buddy was like, Didn't you? Yeah, now she was a buffet dancer.
She was a buffet.
Not a ballet dancer.
Those gold poles that damn rise.
Yes.
At the Gold Corral Club. That's
Yeah.
where she's dancing.
She's
At
dancing
the
at the
Gold
Gold
Corral Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing. At the Gold-
God dang it.
So my buddy's like, "Didn't you hit that?" And I'm like,
Shut up.
Shut up,
Before
man.
she
I
had
don't
all the
talk about it."
tenderloin, shut
Yes.
up, dude.
And the chocolate
And the
fountain.
nanner pudding.
They're
Damn,
like,
girl. Put
"You
the
see that
nanner
girl
pudding
ate
down.
all the meatballs. Yeah, Nick hit it. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Shut up.
She was very fit. All right,
So
question
anyway,
number 2.
Now, question 2. What's your favorite non-domesticated animal?
Like not a dog or cat.
Tiger, hawk,
yeah.
leopard, jaguar.
Tiger.
Let's say bald eagle. Let's say bald
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, boy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Favorite sandwich?
eagle.
And does it come from the pizza place in Cairo?
Ham and turkey.
Ham and
Ham and
turkey.
turkey?
Interesting.
That's going to be your time of year.
No cheese.
When
No
Christmas and Thanksgiving overlap.
Yeah, you're about to have some ham and turkey left over.
next.
Yep.
If you cook or grill out, what's your dish? What's your,
Yeah, what are you good at cooking?
What's the Josh Woods dish
Special.
that you cook? Special.
Salmon.
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 Wow.
Right on. Right on. I like that.
Just get it real
Okay.
hot for about 4 minutes.
Yep. What about your first concert? This is tough for motocross racers because they grew
They were
up
so
riding motocross.
dedicated,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
like, well, last week I went to Hall & Oates.
Man, I'm trying. I can't even think of what
But
my
you've
first
been
concert
to
was.
a concert, right?
Yeah. It was man, maybe like Good Charlotte or something like
Oh,
that.
that's
Okay.
sweet.
Yeah,
Sure, so.
yeah. This in Detroit. Yeah, I remember going to like this. It was like an old church that they did it in. It was so freaking loud. I remember leaving there and just your ears ringing.
Yeah,
it was my
man.
first
Days.
experience.
Turn
It
down.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, next up.
Next and last, sixth of the top 5 questions, and this could be moto or just life in general. Who would be your hero?
My hero growing up was Brian Swink.
Yes.
He grew up nearby in Michigan. When I was a kid, I had a little practice track in the same town where he lived, and it was like he was just turning pro. And I remember him coming to my track, and he just did stuff that like wasn't meant to be jumped,
For sure.
And even in his Supercross career, he kind of did the same. But yeah, I was just blown away by him, man. So here's a quick example. So my little track, it was at my uncle's house, and he had a horse pasture, and he let me build a little track in his horse pasture, and it had a little downhill triple. You turn left right after it. And I don't even know that I tripled it going that way. I was on 60s and 80s probably back then. And Brian comes out on a Cowie 125 before he did his peak deal. And he had just won A class at Loretta's, and he comes out there. He jumped that jump backwards. He jumped from the landing over the takeoff,
With no
and I was, and honestly, it was probably not that big a deal. But at the time, I was so mind blown that it was the craziest thing I'd ever seen on a dirt bike, and I was hooked after that. So, and he was super cool to me after that. We actually trained together a little bit at kind of at the end of his career, and he was kind of going to make a comeback there in 2001. I got to train with him a little bit then. It was fun. So he was actually down here training with Carmichael, riding Supercross. It was pretty cool. He was pretty serious for a little bit, man.
Yeah, he is all time on the skill level and creativity. And do you ever cross paths with his son, Max? You ever see Max at races?
Dude, I did. So I was at Gatorback not long ago, and we were sitting there, and I look over and I see Swink on the back of the jersey, and I'm like, "Hey man, are you his son?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, that's crazy, man, because I ran number 26 because of Brian all through my amateur days.
Cool.
Right, because he was his last year at Loretta's. He was number 26, and my son was racing at Gatorback and had number 26 on his bike. And I said, I told Max, I said, the reason my son runs number 26 is because of your dad.
Yeah, man.
So that was cool to get to tell him that.
Yeah, the first time I saw him was at Orlando, and he with a helmet on, he looks like Brian. His eyes, something about his eyes are similar. So I'm sure he gets a story every week. I mean, his dad was exceptional. So. And heck, man, lucky for you to get that close to him, because he really had more skill than the average human. Jeremy probably has stories of things Swink did that he's like, I don't know how he 100%. Did it, man.
So yeah, when I rode for KTM, Jeremy was actually the year he retired. He quit because the bike was so bad. But he did a farewell tour, so he still went to every race and he rode opening ceremonies.
Yeah.
And so when I rode the 252 stroke at some of those races, I'd be getting dressed with Jeremy McGrath in the semi, and he would tell me stories, and we talked about Swink a couple times, I think. And remember him telling me, he goes, if there was something sketchy to jump, you just waited for Swink to do it.
Because
I've always heard that he was the first guy. He was the
first guy to do it. Yeah. Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, that really is cool that you got to be that close to it, for sure.
Sweet.
All right, dude,
Well,
you
wrap it up.
survived, man. I just wanted to touch on some amateur racing and some facility stuff, and the Joshua.
Cool, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, we appreciate your time, dude.
We're coming down there soon too.
Yeah, we're going to try to pop in at GPF and MTF and do some stuff in between the two facilities. Maybe we're going to sit on the fence and literally do a show for some of us are on one side and the others on the other, and just see what happens. Because Wygant's never been down there. Yeah, he was like, I've never been down here. I'm like, you didn't know they were that way? Doesn't surprise me. You're an idiot, so I get it.
That's what everybody says. So Cernick was just here this weekend for the first time.
Right.
And he goes, I knew you guys were close. He goes, I had no idea it was right there.
No, you can hear the bikes next door. Everybody's doing their thing.
You can pee from my property onto theirs.
Yes.
Sweet.
I'll do that.
Yeah, Kevin will totally.
I will
do that.
piss all over them. Well, dude, thank you so much for being on, man. Thanks for surviving Buku and all the stuff, and congratulations on the transition.
I do say we circle back for some ECC or some. I would love to get a little more.
When we come down there, we'll sit down and just dive in.
Maybe not record it. Let's just hear about it.
Even better. Yeah, we,
Yeah.
we can talk. We can say some
Deal.
things about Buku that nobody will ever.
Yeah,
need
I would
to hear.
like to just love
Yeah.
to hear those stories, man.
Josh, I will say
man.
this: you were
Sounds
kind of out of the direct shrapnel of Buku at the time. Like you didn't take direct hits like some of the guys did.
No, I was.
You're pretty good.
I was still pretty serious, man. I was in a title fight for that year, and
Dude, you were.
Wanted to win.
Yeah.
So,
Josh Demuth didn't give a shit. That dude could party at the highest level and then race,
at the highest level. Yes.
some would say he was better when he was like that.
Yeah, dude.
Probably not too much. Not
Wild
too far
skill
from
to
the truth
have right there.
Well, dude, have a good evening, man. Tell your mother
Thank
and
you.
father we said hello, and we definitely think about your mom for sure, man. I'm glad she's doing better.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Take care.
All right, buddy. Appreciate
buddy.
it.
Yeah.
I love you.
See ya.
Love
See
you.
man. Yeah, bye.
No,
Bye.
say it.
We love you too.
My man. Cheers.
That's great. Hey, one time we were at Mill Creek for that amateur national,
Yep.
whatever, in the spring national or something Mill Creek had. And Colleen Millsaps was walking down the hill. It's pretty steep on the infield of Mill Creek. And so
Sure.
she's coming down near the starting gate, and Raymond Phillips is walking beside her. And I said, hey, Colleen, could you train this guy how to be a good motocross racer? And right when I said that, he slips and falls, and she goes,
Nope.
not until he learns how to walk.
Yes.
Just kept going. She didn't even look back or nothing, dude.
She's absolute savage herself.
Intense, dude.
She's awesome. She
Yeah,
is so
it's
fun
great.
to talk to. Like she's one of the head trainers there, along with her son, obviously. But like, she's a badass. She is.
I just like that she.
No, she don't take no shit from anybody for sure.
No, it's great. So that was
Yeah,
also a race.
she raced Loretta's back
Yeah,
in
I
the day.
remember that. Yep.
Colleen and Davey.
Yeah.
One of the few mother
It's
son
probably
duos.
not been many of those.
Yeah, this got to be.
I think
Tomac
I think
and-
Jet Rao, his mother, is a badass. In fact, her and her husband were at the AZ Open last year, or no, it was the other race I did. And
Yeah.
whatever, but like she was hauling ass.
Mesquite
She
or
might, yes, it
something.
was. She might have been beating her husband at the time in this
Yes.
vet class. I'm like, damn,
Dude, you know who else's mom was fast was Ralph Shaheen's.
fuck off, dude. I am not having that. No,
It was-
dude.
It was in lawnmower racing.
Yeah.
but
Stupid as hell,
she
boy.
was badder than hell.
Dude, I kept dropping.
When old lady Shaheen would get on the gate,
yeah.
I kept dropping those, and Josh was like, "What is
why the hell are they saying he thinks he's
stupid as
better?
hell, boy?" I had to stop when he was like, "Yeah, I drove 12 hours." I was like,
Kevin,
Stupid as hell, boy.
Kevin's hands
They
were
what?
shaking. He was dying to push
Oh,
his
I was
button.
laughing so hard though, man.
Look,
killing
dude,
him.
you've never seen anybody until you see Shaheen's mom rail a turn.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm going to go right into my Bro Model Life story
let's go.
and tell you that this story
Speaking of
has
idiots.
nothing to do with me except for the fact that the Bromada Life story this week is about a Bromada friend of ours that always wants us to fly to Colorado and never wants to fly here.
Says he can't. No, man,
Yeah.
I can't fly there.
Yeah, can't fly here, and we're assuming it's because he's acting like he didn't want to buy a plane ticket
Yeah. He talks about how, hey man, I can't be paying for plane tickets all
until
over.
this week when we see him on a Delta One flight to Europe that probably costs $12,000 a ticket.
Minimum, and his kids flying up there too. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
dude.
which means he could have flown here 100 times
At least
for that same
probably
money.
120.
Yeah,
No, more than that. 240 times. Easily 240 times.
yeah, he could have flown here. Won't come
I'm
see
kidding
us.
about that. He will not come see us because, hey man, I'm just a poor Mexican trying to get by.
but now we
Meanwhile-
understand he's flying to the Dubai.
United Arab Emirates.
Yes.
Just to go over there and sign a deposit slip for one of his many offshore and off-country accounts.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't have a Bromada story. That pretty much set us back.
My mind is so blown. I can't.
I was
really
immediately
come up
reeling.
with-
As soon as I realized, I'm like, oh, they're in the high dollar seats.
Yeah.
Like I just look at him different.
When
you
we
know?
flew to the nations last year, like I don't know,
Suffering.
so flying Delta to Britain at least or Europe, you either get the Delta One that's $7,000 to $15,000.
I think it was 8,000 when we were
Yeah, when we
per ticket.
or you're in main cabin. There's no Delta Comfort. There's no middle ground. There's no anything. So your main cabin, or you're that.
You're either hog trough or like
And I
main
think
suite.
when we bought our tickets to England, the tickets were like $800 or something.
Yeah, it wasn't very much
And
money
the-
as far as
Delta One ticket was $8,000.
yeah.
or
The difference
$8,500.
was insane between
Yeah.
the two.
Yeah. Now, about 4:30 in the morning, as I was sitting there suffering, and that I was wondering if it might not have been worth it.
Yes, exactly. Well, and I
was
had the Irish
questioning-
lady, you know,
Yes.
that was face to face
Well,
with
I
me.
didn't face the discrimination that you faced and had to sit in the ginger only row.
The whole ginger section.
But wait, is that discrimination or an upgrade?
No,
Like,
it
you
was
just
in the
get
back.
seated
It
with
was
all the
discrimination.
VIP.
The lady was from
all
Ireland,
the
dude,
VIP redheads.
and she's facing me, but I woke
Where are you
up.
from, motherfucker?
I woke up first.
Because I was up there and I was like, God, if they give me another chocolate bar and these egg frittatas, which maybe they're all frittatas or made of eggs, I don't know, but
Tomato frittata.
tomato frittata, whatever. So I'm up there eating that, and I text John. I'm like, man, did you eat that frittata? And he's like, dude, all they've given us is potatoes.
Yes.
Potato frittata.
From the
just,
famine.
No, just
Oh, from the
It was left over from the famine.
The potato
Irish.
famine from the Irish. Like, no, they got nothing but raw potatoes in the ginger aisle.
Hey, so 3 takeaways. This is a new segment I wanted to start as well.
Okay.
3 takeaways from the Josh Woods interview.
All right.
Just quick little, my takeaway is he slept in a bunk bed over Mike Craig watching him make love.
Dude, I could not sleep in that situation.
That's my
And if he's
takeaway.
trying to hand up
What's
chicks
yours?
to you, I would have been ruined.
My takeaway is that I would not have turned down those chicks that he was
Yeah,
handing up
100%.
to me.
That's what I'm saying. I'd have been ruined.
My takeaway
They would have
is
goofed me up so
John,
bad.
yours?
So I would probably. I have to go with the Stingray thing,
bunk
but
beds.
I do like the Brian Swink reference because mad respect for Brian. I know it was unfortunate, in later years in his life.
yeah,
But dude,
God rest his soul.
he was the baddest, most stylish. Like I said, McGrath has stories that he can't believe things Swink did.
All right, so here's another new segment. I'm going to read some stats.
And one day these segments will have like names.
They'll be
and-
titled. They'll be branded.
This is early, guys. Just picture like this is the dirt road era of
Yes.
winter stuff, y'all.
Hurricane cycles.
So check this
We're
out.
thinking about putting down some Crusher Run here soon.
Soon.
Right now, it's just all mud.
I'm going to read some stats, and you're going to guess who they are. This one right here, I'm already reading. I'm like, there's no way. 26 career podiums, 450 motocross champ, beat Jet straight up, rides like a machine.
Beat Jet straight up.
That's tough, isn't it?
So that's somebody new, recent.
26 career podiums, 450 motocross champion, beat Jet straight up, rides like a machine.
It's
known for fitness and silence. I don't know where that
what's
came
his name? The French guy,
He's a 450. Oh yeah.
Prado?
Fernandez.
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 Dylan Fernandez?
He's from France
Dylan
or Spain.
Fernandez.
It's the Dylan Fernandez.
Hey, is it Dylan Fernandez?
No,
Okay, because I'm like,
Because Fernandez won a 450. I didn't know
that he did. You are correct.
so it's a single title,
Yeah.
26 podiums.
not Anderson. This
Okay.
is awesome.
Dude, this is hard. Jet is so young, so it's
Right.
He won a 450 championship.
I mean, is it not like Chase?
Is it Chase?
Is it not Chase?
Nope.
No.
It's not
Nope.
Cooper Webb.
That was 450 MX champion.
It's not Cooper Webb.
Nope.
Didn't he? Well, he's a Supercross champ. Did he win a 450 motocross championship?
No.
Maybe a 250.
He's won 250 outdoors.
Yeah, he's a bad dude. God, this is
This is-
hard.
Isn't it great?
Can we get
Nope.
more back in the early to mid 70s
I
where I
can.
can answer these questions?
26 podiums.
26 podiums,
He's been around.
but he has a 450 outdoor championship. Was it like Dungy when he circled back?
No, 'cause
He's got way more podiums
yeah.
than that.
Yep.
Beat Jet straight up.
Yeah.
I don't know about straight up, but
So it's not Tomac or
I think-
somebody.
I think-
Tomac's got way too many podiums.
I think this rider also.
Thank you.
No, if I say this, you're going to know.
Well, we need to
He's
know
got a
'cause we don't.
Supercross championship as well in the 250 class,
Okay.
and he absolutely murdered a rider 2 turns from the end.
Chad Reed or something.
There you go.
Zach Osborne.
Straight up.
Osborne. Oh, Osborne. He beat Jet.
So it says
He does have the 450 championship.
Yeah.
When did he beat Jet though? So there is a little bit. There is the AI component where I don't know that it's so much right.
How long has Savachi been retired?
He just right. He's not. He's not.
I mean, not Savachi, Osborne.
Osborne.
Not Savachi.
4 years.
And now he's back. Now he's not retired anymore.
Yeah, but
Racing beta.
right, dude. That's
Underrated Legends, what it's called.
So I was
Hey.
He is.
Zach Osborne is
For
one
sure.
of the strongest looking humans. There's certain people who
His eyebrow game is so
the
strong.
way
too.
they grab the bike with their legs.
Yes.
They're so engaged with their legs. There's certain people you can spot that on. Zach Osborne's one of them. It's like, dude, that guy's all legs.
So last time I was at Scrubbing Dirt, I saw the Zach Osborne replica again.
you did?
Yeah,
Number 16.
He was there. Yeah, there's a guy
He's
that
back.
goes to
His
His
Scrubbing
last
Dirt.
name's
His
Osborne.
last
Biggest
name's
fan ever.
Osborne. He rides number 16. He's got the same gear, like everything.
He looks so much like him, except
That was the year
he's
he
not.
was
champion.
2016. He's worn that for
Yeah.
Hit us with another one, Kevin. Is that the only one you're going to do?
No,
Just one?
no, I'll do another one.
Let's try one more, because,
One more?
man, I feel like
That
we
was
got
tough.
reamed on
I
that.
think the jet thing threw us off with that one.
Yeah, because we're not thinking of some
Right.
guy that retired 4 years ago.
How did he beat like?
I
I don't know if that's
They
accurate.
crossed paths at some point. Heck, man, he slept in a tent in Turkey or somewhere. He probably raced him at some GP or something. that we
Turkey
don't-
and ham is
yeah,
Josh
he was
Wood's
sleeping in a tent in
favorite
Turkey and
sandwich.
ham.
Okay. Ooh.
Which rider?
Well, who the hell is it?
Do we have to answer in the form of a question?
I don't know about this one.
Yes. Is this
Who
like
is-
Jeopardy?
Zach Osborne.
No, because I don't think this is
All right,
right.
if you can't do it,
No.
if you're struggling, Kevin,
I'll never.
Kevin
get it.
has vast motocross knowledge. Like, don't even.
Oh, okay. Now I see what it was saying.
Oh, sniz
If
that.
he
Okay, here we go.
The answer
You'll
is
never.
titties.
You'll never. Get,
Anytime you don't know.
Yes.
okay, so 11 career Supercross motocross wins. Good luck. There's whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. World champion. He's a world champion in the 250 class when it was the 250s were the premier.
Okay.
Teammate to Ricky Carmichael. Oh, okay. Is this getting a little easier? Known for insane scrubs before scrubs were cool. Retired young, moved into the industry.
Checking our.
He might be one of the most gorgeous humans to ever ride a dirt bike.
Sebastian Tortelli.
Oh, my
Yes.
man! Did I
Man,
give it
he's
away?
so good looking. Yeah, the good looking
Yes, he's dude. We,
Sebastian Tortelli is a
so
great looking
good
dude.
looking.
Gay. You know how I know John's gay?
I remember him. Yeah, he did.
Hey,
Tortelli
okay.
straight up beat
Jay-
RC.
I know
And hey,
John's
and-
gay because he has a list of his favorite riders just based on appearance.
That's
What?
the number
Looks.
one guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did get to meet Tortelli?
I said, dude, you have no idea. And then we started talking about that Thor 4.
He's like, let me cook
Yes.
for you.
And he was so good at MXDN when he hounded Ricky.
Ah, yes.
And then he rode Oxbow gear, and I believe he won.
And that's
Anaheim
why
won.
we thought he was so good
He
looking.
won Anaheim 1, I think, or did
In
very well
Oxbow?
on a Kawasaki, which is Oxbow's like, we're going to be so huge now, Oxbow number
Oxbow's
one.
finally going to
Very
get the
stylish rider though too.
Yes.
Tortelli,
Okay.
yes.
Here we go. Are you
Good
ready?
style.
150 plus pro supercross and motocross starts. That's a bunch, boys.
Yeah.
Mike LaRocco.
One career win.
No.
One. And most podiums without a title. In the 450, not the 250.
I'm leaning towards what Jake is saying.
Rode with Wyndham and Dowd. Bro, they about gave the answer, and they said it said rode with Wyndham, his name, and Dowd. I'm like, what are you doing here?
It's AI.
Right.
Is it
150 pro supercross motocross starts. Probably has more than that. One career win. Is that accurate?
No, Chisholm never won one.
No.
not- It's not
Most
Brayton?
podiums without a title. I don't know if this is even right at this point.
Yeah, but it's not Brayton.
Nope.
One win.
I'm gonna.
Who is
150
a rider
starts.
that's never been in my kitchen?
LaRocco won more than one
Yeah.
race, so it's not LaRocco. I mean, that you start going, who's got more than 150? I mean, is it somebody like Barsha or somebody? Yeah, Josh Grant. He didn't race that. He didn't race 150 races, did he?
Chisholm, I feel like he didn't get a win.
Chisholm's got to have 300.
Yeah, but he wasn't on a team with John Dowd.
See, this is wrong.
Thank
This
you,
is
Kevin.
so wrong. I'm not even going to justify.
yeah, we're
this.
not. Forget it.
I,
God dang AI.
This
When AI
owl-
catches up to our brains, that's when it'll be ready for the
I just looked it up. It's like, no.
That owl is
Wrong.
not as smart as we are.
I know.
So what?
So what's your
Yes.
Tim Ferry, but it's bullshit. He won 12.
Tim Ferry, he also won a championship.
Yeah, so he
Yes.
did win a championship. He's the only rider, well, one of two riders, I think, to win without ever winning
Yeah.
a race.
Say a lot of seconds.
God dang
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to have to do more work on
I
mine.
saw him at Daytona. It's okay, man. You didn't design the question.
He thinks he's better than everybody.
AI thinks he's better than
AI
everybody.
thinks he's better than everybody.
Get that Musk son's a bitch on the phone.
more research on asking the question?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't ask it right, Kevin, is what Jake's saying.
Yeah.
He's saying you're
point.
dumber than hell. Yeah.
I
So,
think it's AI is not. It's still not as appealing as.
When me ask AI, I'm like, that's not even the car that's on the bike.
right.
Gotta give it specific.
It's not going to work until you
enough.
do that.
I don't
We'll
even
keep
think that-
refining this
I
segment.
did. Go
I
ahead.
don't think it's as good as the Night Industries 2000, the kit, the damn
Want to
Trans
play
Am
a
answer.
game?
I never heard
Knight
the Trans-
Industries.
Yes.
Michael Knight.
Michael, there seems to be a problem.
Turbo Boost now, kid.
Never heard him answer a question wrong.
I used to get sick. He would
That
be
was
about
82.
to jump something, and he would say, "Turbo Boost now, Kit." Like, I don't know if Kit has just got all the buttons right in front of him or whatever, but I wouldn't want to wait.
No, hey, Kit, in a couple seconds, go ahead and get things ready for
Yeah, be
Turbo.
ready. We're going to call for Turbo Boost in a few minutes, Kit. Turbo Boost now, Kit.
You remember the Rocket, Trans Am, and Hooper?
Hell yeah, jump that bridge.
Yeah.
It was out.
Yeah.
Hooper, dude.
Come on, dude.
That's a Burt Reynolds. Is that where he
Yeah.
drove backwards in the red
Who-
steps
Burt
up?
Reynolds is Ski. The other guy's name was Ski.
Ski, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hooper,
that
dude.
movie nearly got me killed, man. That and the Fall Guy.
Man, if they can
Bullshit,
yeah,
man. That don't know work.
the
We were
Fall
try-
Guy.
We were trying to stunt
I
everything.
might
man.
fall
We were-
from a tall building.
Dude, he was
I might
chasing-
crash a brand new car because I'm the unknown stuntman.
Makes Eastwood
look so
Somebody,
star.
no. Who makes who such a star?
Eastwood's such a star.
Yeah.
I'm known for
One time they were chasing a
I'm
Porsche,
not no
and Howie's like,
tell, but I've
Colt,
been
you're going to
seen with
miss him,
Farrah."
Colt. And Colt's like, nothing can beat a four-wheel drive, son. And they're doing like 90 down the highway. And he just reaches down. They show his hand, grab that transfer case lever, and just snatch that thing. And then all of a sudden, they're off-road, and they launch.
dang right.
They land right in front
That
of
was
the
turbo.
Porsche
That was
and lock
manual-
it up.
Was that
Hey,
manual
hey.
turbo?
They used
Yeah.
that scene in the opening credits of the show, or the opening of the show. That damn four-wheel drive jumping out
Well,
front
I'm
of that car
not
and
the
bouncing.
kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Farrah. Yeah,
You gonna look it up?
He
Yeah,
was
I got
with
it right
Farrah.
here.
Remember, he
Look
was
at-
married to. Farrah was married to the $6 million man.
I'm growing up with a man named Bo or something
Hey,
like that.
so the other
Only
day,
thing
I
that
was-
ever changed, mama.
Listen.
Well, I'm not the kind to run and hide when I come
No, that's the
That's
no, that's not the real one.
No.
Here's the real one.
That's some bullshit.
Well, they made a movie.
Well, yeah,
they did a read it.
With
Okay.
Brian-
Girl named Bo.
Yeah.
Here we go. That's the thing. Hey, hey. I thought it's all good. I'm not crash, but it's cause I'm the unknown stuntman. Let's go check this out.
Makes Redford such a star.
Eastwood's in there somewhere.
Yeah, he is. Makes Eastwood look so fine.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Dude, I love that show. It was only out for like 2 or 3
20
seasons.
minutes, right?
It's the best thing ever.
And you'll never forget Heather Thomas
And that
in the
bikini?
purple bikini.
Oh, kid me.
When she come out, I'd just be like, "Oh my god, that chick!"
Am I
is-
supposed to be horny right now? How does this work?
She's in, and I guess Lee Majors too is in the remake.
The remake is actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
they didn't deviate hard.
No,
That's-
I tell you, the two things that the
Were
two
you hard, or
remakes.
they didn't?
it didn't deviate much. It was still pretty hard.
Yes, the two movies that The-
She's had a ton of plastic
She's in
surgery.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she looks almost the same, but it's It's
If
not.
she bends,
should-
some of the plastic
It's
will
got to
just
be
crack,
70,
right?
dude.
I'd still hit it.
Yeah, it's like Cher, right?
Yeah, I'd still hit it.
Oh
Nobody's
yeah, I
gonna say-
hit Heather Thomas on time.
If I could turn
They say, when
back
did
time.
When did you hit that? I'd be like, in the
Does it matter?
80s?
Yeah, in
They
her
don't know
No.
that I meant.
in her 80s.
So that way, everybody just thinks I hit it back in the 80s.
Yeah, that's just how it
not
is.
that she's in her 80s.
It was in her 80s.
They'd be like, oh my God, Entertainment Tonight's like, Cher's got a broken hip.
Yeah,
What happened?
break my hip.
Just do it.
Heather
Put me down.
Thomas-
That's the way I want to go out.
Heather Thomas, I don't know how old she is, but it'd be the 70s at least. When did you get with that? The 70s?
In the 70s.
Like,
I would say late 70s.
70s. Just say it like that.
well, dude, weren't you kind of young? Well,
Yeah, I mean, I had
Whatever.
hip
Shut
problems
up.
too.
Change
I
the
was
subject.
yes. I don't
I'm not
like
the
to
kind of
kiss and
kiss and
tell. So stupid.
All right, that's it. That's,
You know what I liked about the Fall Guy was that 82 K20 Chevrolet with that 6-inch Skyjacker kit and that chrome roll bar and then 4K C lights
We
on
used
top.
to in the car business forever, like back in the early 2000s when you still see those.
Oh my
and somebody was calling a car to you, a truck to you, and they always would say, it's got the Fall Guy package. That means
Yes.
it had a roll bar and wheels.
Yeah, it had
It had
chrome wheels.
chrome wheels and a roll bar. They called it the Fall Guy package.
Hey, that thing had compartments in the side of the bed. You have to watch the episodes to see it.
Really?
He just opened the side of the bed and get stuff out.
like the Dodge does.
Like Dodge does
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
It's like that was not
That was
a factory
40 years ago.
There was no Chevrolet
you know
with
who
that.
did have that was those. Remember the F-250 we saw in what's the state we went to last year?
That shit.
North of South Dakota.
South Dakota.
And we went to the top of the world to some. There was like a fire ranger station up there.
Oh yeah.
And they had like a 78.
That lady, I think that was Highboy. It was 78 F250 Highboy.
Yes. And
Which
it had-
came from the factory with a lift kit.
And it had the white. It was a white truck, white steel wheels, and it had the built-in compartments in the bed.
It did. And some lady drove it. And dude, she had like a carburetor on the seat with some other parts and some tools. And we're like, I guarantee you she could change this carburetor.
Damn right.
Dude, she was
117.
no. How many miles was she from? Like
From
4
civilization?
hours from civilization.
Oh, she was 4 hours from the nearest
I think she
Coca-Cola
drove out there, slept in this ranger station
for whatever time.
for her shifts, stayed there, did all her hours, and then 4 hours back.
What a badass.
Yeah.
And let me tell you
F-250
this,
off-road
she
the
had
whole
that
time.
F-250, and if the weather turned a little bit of anything, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it was.
They probably snow 18 feet in 7 minutes.
What do you
If
mean
it-
she screwed? That truck won't make it?
It just had
I don't
little
know. It's
off-road
just a
tires.
long way.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude, you were like.
And you're in the mountains.
It's
I enjoy
obviously
driving
worked for
in the
this old
snow.
hag
I think
for a
it's
minute,
a
right?
lot of fun, but a 4-hour drive.
in a truck.
A 4-hour drive if the weather's good.
But
Yeah.
but listen, she's driving this truck, living out there. She obviously knows it
Oh,
must
you
work, right?
couldn't run. There was no game you could run on this old lady. She knew it
Yeah.
all. Dude, nothing surprises her. Nothing.
Not even some idiot falling off the mountain.
Dude, that's where Nick turned to flip and like acted like he was falling off the cliff. Jake, that footage is in that one thing. We just never found it or never looked for it. But it was so unexpected. Nick just turns a flip and starts
Full
rolling.
stunt double?
Yeah, like a stunt move.
Dude.
I've been known.
Yes, he's just like Fall Guy, dude.
Hey.
One more time. Yes. Higher. Yeah, that's Nick.
Well,
Hey. Open door beach, all starting from a vine.
There we go. Eastwood.
It makes me feel so fine.
Damn.
Great song, dude.
Dude, that's
absolutely
when,
the
like,
best theme song.
Theme
ever.
songs were legit.
They really were.
hey, what
No,
about
they're
the
not.
fact they're like, hey, we got this theme song. Lee Majors like, give it to me. I got it.
Yeah,
I'll
Lee
write
Majors.
it and I'll
I'll
sing
just
it.
I'll
sing
sing
it.
it.
Did he
No,
sing
no.
it too?
The band was called the Sonoras Tucson
I
Band.
don't care. That's Lee Majors. It
But it's
sounds
Lee
just-
Majors' voice.
It
Yeah.
does? Is that not him? Though?
It sounds just like him.
$6
dude.
million man.
Yeah, sounds like him.
What a badass.
We don't
So,
know
hey,
for a fact.
The other
Just
day,
say
But Waylon Jennings sang the other excellent.
The other
you
day,
know,
I went to my
theme
parents'
song.
house and I was cleaning up some stuff, and I went to
Fraggle Rock's in the top 5 for me.
bathroom closet
Laugh along and
to
play.
grab a towel, for the drive off something when I was cleaning. And I reach up the top. I know it's an old ass towel, right? So
Is it crunchy?
no, it's not crunchy. It's clean and nicely folded. and
It was
put
behind the
there.
headboard.
And so,
So
I pull
weird.
it out. It's a Bionic Woman
Oh, dang.
beach towel.
Damn.
That is rare.
Where
Like-
was that in one of your cars? You said.
No, it was at my parents' house, up at the top of a
I
closet.
think it's probably
folded
worth
up.
$1,200.
It's got like a picture of the Bionic Woman running, and there's like a truck crashing and a helicopter on it.
That's an epic ass towel, dude.
Yes, I
That's
pulled it.
gnarly.
I was like, "Holy shit!" I just took it with
The
me.
Don't you
Bionic
wish you
Woman.
would have held on to all that stuff? Like, if I would have just held on to everything my parents, just normal things we all bought.
I have all the Dukes of Hazzard stuff. I have like board games. I have a watch. I have a lunchbox.
How did you never buy a General Lee? You went to those
Dude,
General
I
Lee
started
things?
to a million times.
Why did you not have? How
My
can you
buddy
not-
just bought the nicest. It is a primo numbers matching 440 69 Charger, and it's a General Lee. And he's like, I paid way up for it, but it's perfect. And
Dude,
he just gives it
You went to
hell.
like the General Lee.
I went to the Dukes
convention.
Fest.
Yeah,
I went
Dukes
multiple
Fest.
times to Dukes Fest. And dude, all right, so Nashville Speedway, because I had a Jeep painted like the General Lee, and I said, hey, I got a Jeep painted like the General Lee. They go, hell, drive it out here. And I'm like,
Let's
all right.
see it, brother.
So I put it on the back of the truck, and I took it out there, and I drove it out in the Speedway, and they let me do parade laps around the Speedway, and there's everything. There's golf carts, there's trucks, there's cars, there's actual
Dukes
General Lees.
Fest.
Tattoos.
And there was like 75 or 100 Chargers, and the
Isn't
dudes
the
are
main
like,
dude from KKK last name Dukes?
David Duke.
David
yeah.
Dukes. I'm pretty
so
sure.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm
Yeah, you
walking
were in
by.
KKK.
not a
really?
coincidence. You didn't know it, but you
Had
joined
nothing
the
to do with the show.
That'll be it for advertisers. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we're not
That
going
was
to
so
be able to
close.
do this on ad revenue. But no, I just walking by this dude's car, and I'm like, hey, man, that is an exceptional
And he went,
Charger.
"Heil Hitler,"
no, he
mate.
goes, get in. And we went
Damn
around the
right.
Speedway, and he goes, how comfortable are you at speed? And I said, dude, I
go.
don't know. I don't want to die.
I
He
took
goes,
2
oh, we
hits
won't
before I
die.
got here.
This dude,
I took 2 hits.
he
before I got
stood on the throttle, and it was a bad to the bone, built 440, and you just hear that dang, probably 6 barrels.
Yeah,
Because it had the 3 twos.
3 deuces, baby.
Yeah, so this thing is so bad to the bone. And then they set up a jump.
Yeah, them
And
boys
so
done got themselves in
They,
a whole
they
heap
cl-
of trouble.
They clear the whole speedway. All that's out there is a jump. And then
with some twigs in front of it.
they got a car. They got a car, and it's one of the stuntmen from the show. And he's going around the thing, around the speedway, and he's like, whoa, and he's shifting gears. He's coming around, and dude, here comes the theme song, and the theme song kicks on, and it's like just a good old boys, and this car is, whoa, and the crowd is
Never
getting.
meaning no harm.
I swear to you, dude, it was.
Beats all you never
He hit
saw.
the
Been
jump
in trouble
right
with
when
the
he
law
hit.
since the day they was born.
Yes, he jumps the
Flatten
car
the heels.
right when
Draining the curves.
you were supposed to in the show. Just at the end of the song, he hit the
God,
ramp
how'd
at the
he time
exact. So and he
Technology,
lands and it
man.
destroys the car. Right?
Hell yeah! Like
This was
all
the
millions of
07
other-
Dukes Fest at Nashville. So the following year at Dukes Fest, somebody bought that car and it smashed to bits, dude. Because I mean, every panel on it landed on flat ground on the speedway. Somebody bid on it and bought it, and they
Fighting
restored the
system
thing,
like a
and they got it
two-modern
next
day.
year.
Yeah, he's
And they're
back.
proving that it's the same car. They're
Making
showing
their
all the details.
ways.
They jump it
The only
again.
way they know- Damn.
This time it's on a football field. I can't remember the name of the little town. Uray, Virginia. Like color, it's spelled the same.
Yeah.
Did you go all the way there to see this?
Dang straight, son. And dude, it is the greatest thing you've ever seen. But when he hit this ramp, the car went sideways.
Damn right I did.
It like
To
spun.
Virginia.
The lack of hesitation there.
You
was
damn right I
impressive.
Dude, I got a plate up there that says Dukes Fest attendee. It's like gold. I love the Dukes of Hazzard, man. I'm talking about
That's my first concert. And Wygant's.
first concert was the Dukes of Hazzard.
No, but it was John Snyder's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yes.
You actually went there, and
And
Wygant
Weege
loves
was
the Dukes.
no, that was his first concert.
He went to the same thing. It was the summer Six
the
Flags
summer,
Summer of
tour.
Love.
Same year, I guarantee you. You remember he said that? I'm like, that was my first concert. Was
I
on-
never went and saw
was
John
so-
Schneider. I just cared about
100%.
his Duke Boys situation. I didn't care about his music.
Same with Catherine Bach. I put her right there with Sharon
Heather Thomas.
When'd you hit
Sharon
that?
to Heather Thomas.
Early 80s.
Oh, they were the most beautiful women alive, dude.
You damn Skippy.
Heather Thomas
So
and
is Dukes
Catherine
Fest even happening anymore?
I don't think so. You know, Cooter's about to die. So up there in Nashville, right next to the
He just went
Opryland, right next to the Opryland Hotel.
Cooter, you got to explain to these
there's
morons.
a place named Cooter's Place. There's one in.
But there's a guy on the
in,
show named Cooter who ran for office in Georgia.
Cooter
by the way.
Davenport.
No, he was.
He was a
did.
senator.
He was
Yeah, senator.
in Georgia.
Ben
Cooter.
Jones.
Yeah, Ben Jones.
Oh, Cooter.
So he's got.
Senator
There's
Ben
3
Jones.
places called Cooter's Place. One's in Pigeon Forge.
And one's in your mom's
Or no, it's
britches.
Gatlinburg. I'm sorry,
And that
Gatlinburg,
RCH cabin or RC cabin.
Yeah.
Gatlinburg, Nashville, and Uray, Virginia. And it's just a full-on collection of everything from the show that he could get.
Now,
Cooter,
let me tell
held
you, with our this ties into our Bromata story.
I
a
need to
little
bring
bit.
you all my stuff, my dude.
Dukes of
I got
Hazzard is,
Lots of stuff.
is worldwide.
It
right?
is.
So we had no idea how worldwide it was, and John and I were on
Worldwide.
We were wide. We were in Colorado, 4 hours from
Worldwide.
civilization riding dirt bikes, and we were with our Bromata crew, and something happened, and either John or I made a Dukes of Hazzard reference.
Sure.
And one of the guys from New Zealand started laughing and picked up on it. And we're like, bro, you don't know shit about Dukes of Hazzard.
This
He
is our
goes-
thing.
he
We're from
goes-
Georgia, bro. This is where they
he's like,
filmed it.
No, and the guys from up north, the guys from New Zealand.
Yeah, one's
they're
from New
like,
Jersey.
Oh yeah, they're like we've seen every episode of Dukes of Hazzard.
It really was.
Turns out it was
That's
only like
awesome.
3 weeks ago, but they've seen every.
but they still
have-
watched
yeah,
it.
Syndicated,
They
right?
have new.
You can't
episodes.
find it anywhere. It's 100% canceled. I have the DVDs,
Why?
but because of the flag on the car, man, it's not even offensive.
outta here, dude.
That was the Georgia state flag. Like to sit there and act like it just only stood for one thing is ridiculous.
that
Because
sucks.
the Duke boys fought the law,
Yes.
and the law was crooked.
And they fixed it by
And they made every episode they
Well,
fixed it.
it's a flag for really kind of like Santa Claus or something because it's not anything that exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a flag for Santa. Hey, man, we don't know that for
That
sure.
doesn't really
Santa Claus.
exist. There's
Yeah,
no.
thanks. Sorry, listeners.
There's
Yeah.
no
All
Confederacy.
them
There's no.
10-year-olds.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so
10-year-old
guess-
listeners are like, Mama, you ever heard of Mike Craig?
It's bullshit. She goes, "Yep." Where do you think you came
Why
from?
are you asking about Mike Craig?
why'd you ask, little Mikey? Why'd you ask, little Stingray?
Little Stingray. Little Stingray's got a mullet. You know he
What?
does.
He hauls ass on a dirt bike.
Little Stingray hauls ass, son. Why are you asking about Mike Craig, little
Are we
Stingray?
done? Did you hear the show? Well,
That was
they-
good, Nicholas. That was
well
solid.
All right, y'all
All
ready to
right.
shut this down? We're
Let's
done.
shut it down. We're doing this.
Thanks for listening. I don't know who's on.
Josh
next week.
Wood's bad dude.
dude.
Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah.
Badass.
Good to hear a business owner that was able to sell out and
Right.
Yep.
reduce the stress and sleep through
Such a
another
sellout.
moonless night.
What a sellout! I would
Yeah.
sell out too, brother.
Yeah. Love y'all.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
I know you're feeling it too.